center field, and the Orioles go back on top 4-3.
Catch all the action right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of Pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times at the pool, river, beach, or backyard grilling, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there is fun, because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this summer, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak or the seafood delight pasta. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House can feed your larger crowds with off-site catering and room for 125 in our adjacent banquet hall. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Tabua. Aub. What about Aub? Safula.
Cool, neat story.
Was that supposed to be funny? There's local politics, bud.
Don't go over the rules. It'll take forever. Let's just get to the draft.
Let's get the pumping.
I got a little taco meat on my chest.
It's gonna be fun. We in the thick. I mean, everybody gonna be loud. I'm gonna be loud with them. I'm gonna screaming too. Like, yeah, let's go, let's do this. You ready for this? I am.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930. You can find us online, pr927fm.com, and watch the show on Facebook Live and on YouTube. We've got a packed show for you today. It's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of guests to get to, as well as Chris Hemeyer. Used to sit here in this very room and take your calls on the U.S. Sailor Fifth Quarter Call-In Show. Also hosted the Extra Point back in the day.
Right.
Also was at WCTI 12. He's called some Kinston Indians. He's called some ECU games. He's done it all. He has been the voice of the Campbell Fighting Camels for years now. And we will talk to him about East Carolina's Week 3 opponent, the Campbell Camels, as we said yesterday, with my cohort, Chandler Honeycutt, who is here on the show. Hello, Chandler.
What's up, Clipper? How you doing?
Go ahead and introduce you early so you can get in here. It seems like we've been talking about East Carolina and Campbell playing for years now, and it's finally happening this September. So what kind of team does Mike Minner have? We will find out when Chris Hemeyer joins us coming up in about 25 minutes or so. At 4 o'clock, we'll talk some area baseball with Ryan Meadows, longtime coach at North Pitt. He announced recently he was stepping down from that position, but still very much in the world of baseball, and especially here locally as the coach of Pitt County Post 39. So we'll talk about what area guys he's working with this year, what's going on with their season, and more area baseball with Ryan Meadows coming up at 4 o'clock. At around 4:25, the return of the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu. We have not talked to Nadu in 2 or 3 months now, since really the end of college basketball season. But he'll join us today to talk about the NBA draft tonight and also get his thoughts on the American and East Carolina. What kind of season does he think the Pirates will have this year? And is it Cincinnati's conference to win, or will there be somebody else up there to challenge the Bearcats this year? And could it be East Carolina? We'll talk about it with Jeff Nadu, who his life has been documented for the last 3 days as he has been partaking in Barstool Idol. And he was eliminated from the competition last night. I've been watching this. It's been very entertaining. It's been a lot of big man and the confidence that he exudes, and also a lot of making fun of him from the Barstool folks, and he has taken it with stride and had a great sense of humor, and it's been a lot of fun to follow. So we'll ask him about that as well. Looking forward to catching up with Jeff Nadu coming up at 4:25. I think we're going to start doing this regularly again and previewing a lot of college football. All right, right now the Giants are putting up some runs on the Braves, and it is now 7-6 or 5. Looks like they scored one there. So the Braves lead the Giants 7-5 in the 8th inning on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by DeBuck. We'll keep you up to date on what's going on, let you know what's going on tonight. In the 5 o'clock hour, Troy D will be here. And I had an idea yesterday. So Wes Hines has done a great job producing and behind-the-scenes stuff and working like 8 other jobs while he's here. Wes is on the phone more than Adam Schefter, more than NBA GMs going into tonight's draft. He is always on the phone with somebody, and it's not pleasure, it's business. He's always working.
No, and he's not on the phone like looking at it on Twitter or Facebook. He's talking to somebody.
Yep.
Monday, I kept thinking that he was talking to me, and I would turn around and he's talking to somebody else on the phone doing some other business. So he's a busy man.
Wes, you've done an awesome job this week, and as a tribute for that, we're bringing back one of our favorites, an old classic. Are You Smarter Than Wes?
Classic.
It's a game show we played during the summer months many, many years ago. In fact, I think I looked back at it today, and it was 2012. I think we were like 10, 11 years ago we played this thing. So today, I've come up with the questions. We're going to have CJ putting up the questions video-wise, so he'll handle the video production. I'm going to be in that chair handling the audio production.
Okay.
And Troy D will be in here asking you and Chandler Honeycutt, that you guys are the contestants, asking you two.
What two great contestants.
I mean, this is going to be a clash of the Titans here. Chandler v. Wes, one-on-one. It's 6 rounds of trivia, and we'll find out the age-old question, Chandler. Are you smarter than Wes?
We'll find out coming in the 5 o'clock hour.
Going into today's competition, how would you answer that question? Do you think you are smarter than Wes?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Now, when it came,
we got that on tape.
Right. If it comes to technology stuff, Absolutely
in certain
not.
aspects you are, in some aspects you aren't.
So I'm not gonna lie, Clip. I'm nervous.
I know you are very nervous.
I'm very nervous.
I can't tell you how many times over the last couple of days Chandler has said, "I'm gonna make a fool out of myself. Y'all are gonna make a fool out of me." How about just get the questions right and we'll compliment you?
All right,
that's all you got to do. Simple as that. So I tell you who's not nervous, Wes.
I mean, think about it. If I win, fine. If I don't, that's fine too. Because I'm just a normal human being going.
Well, I don't know about that.
For Chandler, it's the game of his life. For Wes, it's Thursday.
Wes, you had me in the first half. You had me in the first half there, but you said something towards the tail end that I'm gonna have. You said you're just a normal person.
Normal human being.
normal. Do you really believe that?
Most human beings, they make mistakes. So
that is true.
That's true.
So
we are all flawed.
I'm going to be that normal human being this afternoon.
All right. You know what?
So am I.
I'm back on board with you, Wes.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. All right. So, are you smarter than Wes coming up in the 5 o'clock hour? You don't want to miss that. Jonathan has a good question. Hello, Jonathan. He says, "Do the Hornets have a head coach yet? I mean, a head coach seems important going into tonight's draft."
Well, that's an easy answer. No, they do not.
Do they have a coaching staff? Do they have any assistants?
No. Because, I mean, they clean house, right?
Is their owner on a boat somewhere? Do they have anybody? Does anybody there know that the draft is tonight? Now, look, they have a GM. They have an owner. They have all that stuff. So they're going to make a pick. But
they still have a front office.
I guess they don't care if their head coach has any input in their pick because they do not have a coach. Maybe something's announced at tonight's draft. Do you think they have a coach by the end of the night, Chandler?
When Adam Silver goes up there to make the draft pick, he's going to say, by the way, the Hornets have selected X as their head coach.
Could it be retread Mike D'Antoni? Could it be retread Steve Clifford, who's already coached at Charlotte? His name is popping up.
Took 2 teams in Charlotte to the playoffs.
Could they say, James Borrego, we made a mistake, we want you back? It's
I would not mind that.
Pretty embarrassing at the moment if you're a Hornet to not have a coach going into the draft. Jonathan says, who will be in the Hornets war room tonight? It'll be Larry Johnson.
Muggsy.
Put Muggsy and Dale Curry in there. They can figure it out.
I think Dale Curry's still celebrating with Steph.
You know who else should be in there?
Terry!
Eric Collins. Hornets play-by-play voice Eric Collins will be making the pick.
I like that pick.
Just based on his...
look at that pick!
the highlight package the player could produce. That's all he's drafting based
We have a trade!
So Eric Collins is the answer to that. Speaking of Charlotte sports, Susan Dean says #fire Matt Rule. He is still employed. He's one coach in Charlotte. So
that's the only
coach. Soccer coach got fired. The Hornets don't have a coach.
The Charlotte Knights have a manager.
And everybody wants the Panthers coach fired. Not a good time when it comes to coaching in the Queen City. All right. Let's see if this is still up here. CJ, I have a stat to consider. Can you give me that, Wes? Give me a stat to consider.
A stat to consider.
Well, consider that for me if you would.
Is this specifically
if
for me?
you will.
Stat to consider.
This is for you. It's a question also that you have to answer. Joe Block. That's a great name. Who's Joe Block? Let's find out who Joe Block is. He's part of the Pittsburgh Pirates broadcast team.
The stats to consider.
He's married to the South Hills, Michigan State grad, Roseville grown, dedicated husband and dad, #90s hip hop fan. So he is a normal white guy.
I love when people go all in on their bio on Twitter.
He is as white as it comes.
I love bacon and eggs.
Joe Block is one of me. Most consecutive games with an RBI to begin their Major League Baseball career. Of course, you go back to Dale Alexander in 1929 for the Tigers. We all remember that.
Of course.
He had 7 games with an RBI to begin his career. George Shuba, one of my favorites from the 1948 Brooklyn Dodgers, 6 games. And now another player has crept in to the running with 6 straight games to begin an MLB career with an RBI, and that player is?
O'Neal Cruz hasn't played that many games yet, has he? Is it Jack?
O'Neal Cruz is the answer.
Oh, okay.
That's the answer.
I didn't know how many games he'd played already.
6 ribbies, including one today. I saw he hit one off the wall earlier today. A very young, exciting future Yankee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Dodger.
Or Red Sox or Dodger.
We'll get an old guy. We'll get an old player, 35 or older. That's all we will trade for.
All right, y'all will get 38-year-old Trey Turner.
All right.
And they'll get O'Neal Cruz.
Perfect.
That's a pretty good trade-off.
Ask them if they want Brian Reynolds while they're at it.
So, but I did see that, and he is a fun, young, exciting player. I've seen some of his highlights. Fun to watch. So there you go. Let's look at some scores going on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck. Braves get out of that inning. Will Smith does, and it is 7-5 in the bottom of the 8th. Atlanta leading San Francisco. Dramatic walk-off win last night for the Braves. Coming up at 4 o'clock, elimination game. Woo Pig Suey. I got to tell you, Arkansas has turned into one of my favorite universities not named East Carolina.
You were a big basketball
Love
fan.
their basketball. I like their no-nonsense offensive lineman football coach that they hired.
Tough as nails.
And their baseball team is tough as nails, too. They win it last night over Ole Miss. They'll play it again in the SEC Invitational in Omaha coming up at 4 o'clock. So we'll keep an eye on that as well, because last night I watched sports. I watched the 9th inning of the College World Series. I watched overtime of the Stanley Cup Final. So Ellerby came in here the other day, reminded me how I was taking these sports for granted. I said, you know what? You're right. I got to start watching this stuff.
Because he reminded you 2 years ago there was no sports.
It can be taken away from you. We always thought.
We learned that 2 years ago.
Sports can never be taken away from you. Not so fast. It can, and it did, and it was not fun. Right now, the Marlins and Rockies tied in the 8th at 2 apiece. Cubs trailing to O'Neal Cruz and the Pirates 6-2. Pittsburgh leading in the 8th inning. Dodgers all over the Reds 8-5 in the 8th. Twins lead the Guardians 1-0 in the 7th, and the Cardinals have a 2-1 lead on the Brewers on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck. Steve Hill with some trivia. On this day in 2011, Kyrie Irving was the first overall pick.
Oh, I was going to ask CJ and see if he knew.
How would you describe Kyrie Irving's
controversial
career?
Point guard.
How would you did you just describe it? Was that your answer to my
controversial,
question?
Yeah.
Headache.
Not worth the trouble?
Nope.
What a talent.
Yeah.
But
strange cat.
He marches to the beat of his own drum.
Yeah, he is
Sometimes
in his own
that
world.
drum is off its own rhythm.
Yeah, and just probably not a guy you want just because there's always something there.
Somebody's gonna give him the max when he can take it, which could be. I think the 29th of June is the day he has to decide whether he's taking his player option or not. So at that point, we'll know if he's a free agent or not.
Okay. Kyrie Irving, don't want him on my team. No, thank you. Big news today. Horns up. Arch Manning.
We weren't doing this 2 weeks ago.
Here's a trivia question for you. Arch Manning, Wes, he is a high school quarterback.
Okay.
Pretty famous last name, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
You know the Manning family?
Yeah.
All right, so Archie Manning is the patriarch. Is that what you'd call him?
Yep.
There's Peyton Manning.
Yep.
There's Eli Manning.
Right.
Arch Manning is the son of the other brother who is named...
Don't know.
The third Manning brother. Did you know there was a third Manning brother?
No, I did not.
Who had some type of career-ending injury.
He was
deal.
a wide receiver.
Yeah.
And played with his brother Peyton. They were going play with Eli. They were both going to go to Ole Miss. And then there was some sort of condition. He was set to play at Ole Miss and could no longer play football.
His name is Koopa.
Cuppa.
They call him Cuppa.
Cuppa.
Cuppa. So Cuppa Manning's son, Arch, is... How do we feel about that name, by the way, Arch?
I like it.
I do, too. I think it's a cool name.
I feel like he tried to say Archie, but the doctor misheard him.
Wes like that one.
Yeah, Wes.
That's all I need. You guys can sit in there.
Hey, you know what? Enjoy it because he damn sure didn't laugh at my jokes the other day.
Wes no-sells Chandler and his jokes. It's great. It's a great feud we have here at Pirate Radio.
I've still got it going.
Copper.
Arch Manning chooses Texas. A couple of thoughts. I love that he didn't go traditional SEC and went elsewhere. Problem is, Texas is going to be in the SEC, and I love the fact that he's going to go into Ole Miss and go into Tennessee and go in these other places and be the most hated man in America. Those crowds are going to be obnoxiously great when he goes down to the Grove and goes to Knoxville.
And I feel like he's going to be just like any other Manning that was.
Cool.
Just laid back, cool. Yeah. Not going to be very flamboyant to the crowd. He's going to do his job, and he's going to be a student of the game, just like his uncle and his both of his uncles were.
And Big Dog brought up a point earlier. So is Quinn Ewers, something like that? The dude that went to Ohio State so he could get some NIL money, transferred before he ever was able to take a snap, skipped his final year of high school, went to Ohio State from the state of Texas. Got some money there, transferred back to Texas, and he is first in line right now. So Texas has, I guess, the two top quarterback prospects in America right now. Good pull by Steve Sarkisian. Didn't win a lot of games last year, but I'm sure they'll have some good athletes to put on the field this year.
I just heard on the Jim Rome show just before Pirate Radio Live.
Rome.
And I could not believe this, but now say Arch Manning has a great career in college at Texas and is good enough to be the number 1 overall pick. That would be the 4th Manning family member as the number 1 overall pick.
That is insane.
Wow. 4 in the same family.
Insane. I mean, growing up, I don't know, there's a lot of famous sports families, but I always thought the Griffeys were best because they played with each other, and that was the coolest thing ever.
Father-son duo.
There was a video floating around on Father's Day of a ball hit the left field, and Ken Griffey Sr.'s camped under it, and Junior comes over and swipes it from him, catches the ball after his dad had called him off. And it was pretty cool.
I thought didn't they hit back-to-back home runs?
They did, which is the most amazing feat ever.
Was that on Father's Day?
I don't think so. No,
I'm stretching it there.
I mean, you just made it.
That's still pretty damn cool, though.
You made a Disney movie. So, like, the Griffeys were a famous sports family, and I thought the best, but it's got to be the Mannings, right? That's the greatest sports family of all time.
I mean, and all of them are quarterbacks. All of them are the same position. You had Archie and Eli go to the same school at Ole Miss. You had Peyton, who kind of went off the beaten path.
He spurned his daddy.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
And then, you have Arch, which, I mean, did we see this coming? Did we see him going to Texas? Was there a leading candidate on his list?
Yeah, I don't know. I know that everybody wanted his services.
I think he's not a social media guy, right? So there wasn't really a way anybody could gauge what he was interested in.
Not from him.
And you know how he broke the news today? I have committed to the University of Texas. That's what his caption said.
Perfect.
I'm committed to the University of Texas. That's all it said.
Another great member of that family, Brandon Manning, former ECU Pirate baseball player.
Yes. How do we forget about him?
Steve says, fun fact, Cooper Manning has the same condition I do, spinal stenosis. And that's why neither of us went to the NFL.
Wow.
The only thing that held him back. Spinal. My back is broken.
I can't play at Ole Miss. My back is broken.
I broke my back.
But my son is going to be the greatest quarterback of all time.
Spinal.
Turn off your station.
What impression are we doing poorly right now, Wes?
Mike Tyson.
Very good. All right. Attaboy. I'm going to keep throwing you questions throughout the show just to get your mind warmed up for Are You Smarter Than Wes coming up in hour number 3.
What about me?
Your mind's always warm. You got a microwave up there, man. It is always heating. It's more like a crock pot. It's like a slow burn.
Yeah,
I mean, a while ago you were saying something earlier, and I was like, is he trying to pun me here? because you were talking about how
You punning me, bro?
How
You
the Mannings were the best sports family, and I was sitting there thinking, is he punning me here? Because the Samoans in wrestling have more titles than anybody else.
Okay, we're talking about sports, not TV shows.
It
Wes.
doesn't matter.
Hey!
You trying
to say wrestling? You trying to say wrestling's fake?
That's right.
I'll say that, but that's not what I was saying.
No, I mean that's what I was doing. I was sitting there saying.
So
wrestling and sports.
So you were getting.
So who's the greatest?
Were you getting offended, Wes?
Who's the greatest sports family then?
All right, you're gonna have to say the Samoan family.
Wes, Samoan is like a nationality, like an ethnicity. Their name isn't John Samoa.
I don't care. They're all in the same line.
That's not a family.
They're all in the same bloodline.
People at Samoa don't say the best family is America football player, man.
That's what I'm going with.
What?
You asked what was the most successful football family. It's obviously America.
but not every American is in the same.
Not
bloodline.
Samoans in the same bloodline.
Most.
No, they're not.
Wes.
Well, one is sitting beside you that's not in the bloodline.
This show is off to a great start. This is going to be the best show ever.
I would love to hear your view of the world, because yesterday you had Brazil as the only country in South America.
I admit I was stupid.
Now you have everybody. It's an island, right? Is it America Samoa? What's the Samoa? What's the
right? It is.
He has all of them related.
It's
in
a
one
country,
big family.
though.
Right.
Right, but every time you hear about the Samoans, they all are under the same bloodline. That's what I'm trying to get at.
In wrestling.
Yes.
Joe is not part of the bloodline. He's Samoa Joe.
Right, but that's different. That's a different Samoan. That's a different.
It's his name.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He's under a different.
You're talking about the Rocks family.
Yes.
You could say the Johnson family, I guess, if you wanted to, maybe.
Well, you got to have because
it's not really the Johnsons, though.
But you got to put. I mean, you got the Rock, all right, Dwayne Johnson. You've got
One person.
Roman Reigns.
Those are the Anoys, right?
You got the
yes,
the Usos.
The Usos, the
Wild Samoans.
Yes.
All right.
That's what I'm trying to say. There's more than 4 of those Samoans.
But there's not a whole
In fact, there's a whole damn country of them. Oh, man. So who's your favorite quarterback, Glenn? Peyton America, Eli America, or Archie America?
Are we talking favorite quarterbacks all time, period?
Yes. Or Arch America.
Peyton America.
Peyton United States of America.
Yeah.
Peyton USA.
I pledge allegiance to Peyton. All right, Wes, good stuff, man.
I will never live this down, will I?
I tell you what, you'll never have a free moment because you work 24 hours a day, literally. But I would love for you to draw a family tree of Samoa. Of the Samoans.
That'll be too hard to do. I have to go back and watch all the wrestling I watched back 6 months ago to get it all down.
I bet Wes is really good at like that GeoGuessr game where they just show you a screenshot.
Oh yeah,
of a road,
yeah. and Wes can guess where it's at.
Like east of 95.
Yes,
Wes could kill it.
Oh God, that's Chicard.
All right, take us to break, Wes, because we got to get to Chris Hemeyer. We'll ask him the best sports family. Steve Hill says Umaga and Yokozuna.
Umaga.
Also with the
That's right. That's what
that is true.
I don't like when you aggressively point at me.
See, that's what I was trying to say. There's
we
a
were
lot
talking
of
about him agreeing with you in the past.
bloodline.
But this is like an aggressive agreeing.
Yeah.
Right. We're ending it on a negative note. It's been a very positive week with Wes.
I know, it's been a fun week.
Yeah, we're going to have another positive few hours here.
There we go.
There we go.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go at Pirate Radio Live after this.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available. Visit us at beautybarmedispa.com. Also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Go Pirates!
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Norm Bryant with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Welcome to US Cellular. Yeah, hi. I want a new phone for free, but not just any phone. I want the newest, fastest, most storage holding 5G unlimited data using phone in here for free.
Sure, your choice.
Really?
Yep.
At US Cellular, we put you first. So choose any phone from any brand free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
We all love using Uber Eats, DoorDash, and grocery pickup. It makes life so much easier. Well, now there is cellular delivery, and the team at Cellular Warehouse has perfected the process. They will deliver your new phone right to your door with all your information loaded on the new phone. And the best thing is there is no charge for this awesome service. And you don't have to waste half the day sitting in a Cellular store. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 and let his team of experts make your cellular delivery today. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent, serving all of Eastern North Carolina.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Unfortunately, many organizations today simply react to IT issues after the damage is done. This is known as the break-fix cycle in the tech service industry. University PC Care's Business Services Division has a better way, a proactive solution called BizCare. What's at your office? Call William at University PC Care today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
This is Coach Gary Overton, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. University PC Care are the local tech support experts for any business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of your business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Cliff Rock.
All right, thank you, CJ. Wes Hines here, Chan Man. Braves are 18-3 in June. They just knocked off the Giants 7-6. The final today
Braves
in Atlanta.
win.
And yes, indeed, Skip Carey, the Braves do win. Take 3 out of 4 from the Giants. So a Jock Peterson home run in his return to Atlanta off Kenley Jansen. But Jansen does record the final out, and the Bravos win again. All right, let's head out to... Oh, by the way, that was on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubbuck. Let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line. We're getting you ready for the 2022 ECU football season this summer by previewing the opponents. We talked to Harry Minium from Old Dominion earlier this week. Gave us a great preview of the Monarchs, and now we will talk Campbell Fighting Camels football with a very familiar voice here on Pirate Radio and in Eastern North Carolina. He is Chris Hemeyer, voice of those Campbell Fighting Camels, joining us today. Chris, always great to chat with you. How you doing, man?
Hey, great. Thank you so much, Cliff. Thank you for having me on. It's like Throwback Thursday. That last segment featuring Wes Hines, I don't know if I'll be able to bring the entertainment like our old friend. Good to hear you, Wes.
Good to hear you too, buddy.
Yeah, we also, and yeah, thank you for classing up the joint this segment, Chris. We needed a reset from segment 1 there, but we were going over your resume. So here at Pirate Radio, you have been the host of the Fifth Quarter Call-In Show, also the Extra Point. You worked at WCTI 12. You were the voice of the Kinston Indians. You called some East Carolina games. What did we leave out? I'm sure there's a lot more you've done over the years.
Yeah, the voice of Lenore Community College basketball. Surprised you didn't find that out.
The Lancers?
In the resume there. Yeah, I've been lucky enough to, when I first moved out to Eastern North Carolina, and we're talking over 20 years now, which is crazy. The picture that you have up on Facebook and YouTube, I look nothing like that.
I was going to say, you still look the same. But
Hey, it's been a long 20 years, but I did a lot of stuff for New Bern and local high schools in Craven County, and been lucky enough to do some state championship football and basketball games, a lot of Kinston High School stuff too. So it's been a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun to do a lot of things over there over the years in Eastern North Carolina, indeed.
And I believe did I hear you on ESPN Plus for some ECU games this year?
Yeah, that has been a lot of fun for the past 2 seasons. Some of the guys that were still at ECU when I was there, I did the first half of the baseball season for ECU on radio in 9, 10, and 11. Back in the Billy Godwin era, and so a lot of those same people are there. And so when you guys and ECU got the ESPN Plus deal, they needed some people to do some things from time to time. So they were awesome and called, and it's been fun to be in the booth and do some ECU baseball and everything like that. So yeah, it's been fun to get back out there a lot over the last couple of years.
That's awesome. You still got some fans here in the eastern part, Chris, of course, and this is going to be a shocking answer to me and most. How long have you been at Campbell now? What year are you entering?
I started in August of 2011.
Wow.
This will be season number 11, which, yeah, time certainly flies, but it's been so much fun. It seems like talk about something new and exciting that's happening here at Campbell every time you've had me on. You've had me a lot on over the years, but it's been fun to kind of be with the university and the athletic department as Campbell has really changed pretty much everything here in Bowie's Creek over the past 10 years.
And yeah, Chris, I have had you on quite a bit to talk Campbell hoops when they run into the Pirates or when they're making a run in the conference tournament. Also Campbell baseball, because those teams play a home and home each and every year. And in all those chats, we have talked a little Campbell football and talked about East Carolina and Campbell competing on the football field. And I feel like we've been talking about it for a decade now, and it's going to happen this year at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, Chris. And it's going to be interesting to see Mike Minter's orange and black team roll out on the field at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
How about that? It is certainly a benchmark for the Campbell football program, and the reason why it seems like we've been talking about it for a long time, it's been on the schedule for 5 years. This is the 15th season of the rebirth of Campbell football. This is just the 5th year that they're playing FCS scholarship football. So Campbell wasn't even eligible to play ECU. They were non-scholarship FCS, and they played in the Pioneer Football League Conference. Davidson is in it, and a bunch of other schools that have either had a football program for 100 years or are starting a football program. So this is the 5th year of scholarship football for Campbell in the Big South Conference, and this will be the biggest stadium by far that Campbell will play in, and it's going to start an interesting run. Campbell plays ECU this year. Next year they'll go to UNC, and then 2 years from then in 2024, Campbell will play NC State. So this starts a fun run of Campbell football going up to that next level and really getting the word out that Campbell does have a scholarship football team playing all the big boys in the state. It's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be the biggest place Campbell has ever played. And, all of Bowie's Creek will come up there to see him play the purple and gold.
Oh, yeah. We'll see some orange in the stadium that Saturday in September. It'll be East Carolina and Campbell. Chris Hemeyer will be on the call for the Fighting Camels. And, Chris, as we know, just because you're a good football player doesn't mean you're going to be a good football coach. And also, just because you're not a good football player doesn't mean you can't be a great coach. Well, Mike Minter left the NFL game in 2006 as a Panther his entire career, and then in 2013 he was the head coach, and a pretty young head coach, of the Campbell Fighting Camels, and he is still there, Chris. So what is it about Mike Minter that has allowed him to take what he learned on the football field and now teach the young guys, because he's had success there and he's been there a while now?
He knows how to reach out to these players because he has been a player before and at a championship level. He was a 2-time national champion at Nebraska, and of course a decade-long career as the Panther that everybody knows. When he was with the Carolina Panthers, not only a great player, but he was beloved by the media. He was the one guy in that locker room that you could go to after a big win or a big loss, and he's been able to take that knowledge of football, that knowledge of people, and being able to connect with people, and he's put Campbell football on the map. He came here in Campbell football's 6th season, and he has brought that spotlight onto Campbell, and he has carved out some success. You say, he's been here for nearly 10 years now. He took the team from non-scholarship to scholarship. That has been a process. He put together 3 straight winning seasons as they started this scholarship football progress before COVID. And then just this past year, he signed the #1 recruiting class in all of FCS football. And that is just an incredible feat for a program that, again, is just in its 5th year. And that has been the big headlines and the big talking points of the next step for this football program. Not only playing FBS teams like ECU, but putting together talent on the field that they really think can win a conference championship and go to the FCS playoffs. But it's just incredible what he has done in this fledgling program, this new program, to put together the top FCS recruiting class in the entire nation.
That is very impressive. Chris Hemeyer joining us. Chandler, was Mike Minter a little before your time? Do you remember Mike Minter?
That was, before my time. I was starting to watch Carolina Panther football in 2010, so I missed the Mike Minter days of football. You don't know Chris Berman's nickname on NFL Primetime for Mike Minter? No, I do not.
Mike After Dinner Minter.
Mike After Dinner Minter.
That was the Bermanism there on NFL Primetime back in the day. Chris, another famous name on this coaching staff, a guy that had a bad Saturday at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, and hopefully for Pirate fans, those memories affect his coaching when he rolls in this September. But Pat White, he was a great on the football field, a lot of fun to watch at West Virginia. How about bringing him into the fold there in Bowie's Creek?
Man, it's been a lot of fun. You know, Pat White, you talk about West Virginia, he had that bad day at ECU. He hadn't had a lot of bad days. When he came, you remember how successful he was, but you forget when he left college and he played all 4 years, he had the NCAA QB rushing record. He had something like 56 passing touchdowns, 47 rushing TDs in his career. He started and won 4 straight bowl games. He was one of the best collegiate football players and quarterbacks, the two-way guys, really of all time. So it's been a lot of fun to see someone like that come in, and that is something that Coach Minner has here in really the last couple years of his coaching tenure. When he's putting together coaching staffs, he's getting great college guys, NFL guys to come on. You go back to the Panthers, Reggie Howard, his former secondary mate back on those Panther teams that he was on that 2004 Super Bowl team. He is the co-defensive coordinator right now. Reggie Howard is. And then Dee Brown, who was a great college player alongside Donovan McNabb at Syracuse, had an NFL career as well. He has come here to be the running back coach. So that's a new thing that Coach Minner has done. He's like, hey, I've had success being a former great. Let's bring some of these other ultra talented guys in and do what I did, taking what I know and teaching it to the next generation of football players. So it's a lot of fun to be around because you go into the coach's office and there's some famous dudes hanging.
Yeah, that is pretty neat. And if a coach or a player is questioning their coach, one of those coaches can just pop on their highlight reel, and that should perk the player up and know you should listen to these guys. They know what they're talking about. Chris, what kind of offense is Coach Minner and Campbell running there in Bowie's Creek, and what will we see on the field? Is it wide open? Is it ball control? What do they want to do offensively?
It's going to be wide open this year, and it's going to be something that you haven't seen on tape yet. After this past year, Campbell had, coming into the season, a two-way quarterback by the name of Haj Malik Williams, who was a preseason offensive player of the year in this Big South Conference way back. You say way back, but way back before COVID in 2019. He got injured in the second game of the season, and Campbell finished up the season with a bunch of injuries. Coach Minner, who had expected a lot from the season, he really retooled his entire offense. So it's a brand new offensive coordinator. Pretty much everyone is new on the offensive side of the ball. We haven't seen a lot of it yet because a lot of quarterbacks and a lot of key offensive players were getting healthy in the spring. But we've been told it's going to be a much faster pace. And so they really think, especially with this influx of talent, and they're going to play some of those guys, those 4 stars and 3 stars recruits that they got coming into the program in that number 1 FCS class. So they've got a lot of talent, they've got a lot of speed, and they have one of the most really electric quarterbacks, not only in the Big South Conference, but really beyond in FCS. He was a freshman All-American back in the day. One of those guys like Pat White that can turn a blown offensive line play into a big run. He can scramble, but also he can throw as well. So you should be able to see some exciting stuff at least for the first quarter or so. Again, when you go into the bigger stadiums and you play the bigger team, especially a Pirate team where so much is going to be expected of them, it's a whole different level, and I'm sure Campbell will see that in September.
Talking to play-by-play voice of the Campbell Fighting Camels, Chris Hemeyer, today here on Pirate Radio Live as we get you set for the 2022 football season. Chris, who on the schedule is the marquee game for Campbell fans? Who do they look at and say, can't wait to play those guys? Is there a rival or two you're looking forward to this year in the Big South?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I pointed out, when ECU got put on the schedule, this one has been circled by a lot. Especially, it's going to be a night game at 6 o'clock. So like I said, they're going to shut down Bowie's Creek that night and bring everybody up there. But Gardner Webb is a big rival in the conference, and football schedule as well, because they are almost a mirror school in many ways of Campbell, but on the other side of Charlotte, 45 minutes away from a big city, just like Campbell is, to Raleigh, out in an area that's quickly becoming a suburb of Raleigh, and a smaller school that takes a lot of pride and has a lot of success in athletics. So that's a big game on the schedule. But again, it's going to be a lot of fun, not only going to ECU, but also on the schedule. Speaking of a highly ranked FCS recruits, Campbell's going to go out and play Dion's team at Jackson State. That's on October 22nd. Of course, he and his son and the number 2 recruit in the entire nation was on the Sports Illustrated cover. So that's going to be an odd, in the middle of the Big South Conference season, go on out and take on Jackson State. That should be a lot of fun because, again, it's the top 2 FCS recruiting classes out of the last 2 years. Dion has gotten all the headlines, of course, and rightfully so. But if things go right for Campbell and they can capitalize on this talent early this year, that might be a really, really interesting game to look at on October 22nd. I know everybody around here is excited about that as well.
Yeah, we were looking at the schedule, and Chandler pointed that one out. I was about to ask you about it, but Coach Prime versus Coach Mint coming up October 22nd, and that'll have a lot of eyeballs on it, a lot of interest on it for sure. Chris Hemeyer joining us. Chris, our let's see, graphics, behind the scenes, does everything, big dog Glenn Griffin wanted me to ask you, can you make a camel sound?
I can, but it's in my contract that I can only do that when the season starts.
Ah, darn it! We'll have to wait till September.
I heard your I heard your montage at the beginning of the show of everybody you have on making some weird sounds, and I'm sure that would be played the next time on, if you ever invite me back, Cliff.
Yeah. In fact, I was thinking about this. If Campbell pulls off the upset in Greenville, Chris, will you come host the 5th quarter? Because I don't want to take those calls, and you have experience. So can you just drive over from Dowdy Ficklin Stadium and come to the studio after the game?
No doubt, it'll be just like the old days. The 5th quarter call-in show. I still tell people today, and you probably won't believe me, Cliff, because I know you've done so many of those shows that you probably have a little different take. But I did it for that one season, and it was an up and down season. It was a Pirate beat. The Pirates beat NC State at a game that ended at about 11:15 p.m. and we were on the air to, I think, 3 a.m. that day, taking some calls from the former Pirate alums that were in the military stationed in Afghanistan. And then we had the ones where you lose to a UTEP pretty badly on the road and that. So that was fun to learn how to broadcast and how to ask questions and how to talk people down from the ledge and then really pump them up once there was a big win. That was still one of the funnest jobs in broadcasting I've ever had, because as I knew even before that job, being lucky enough to be involved with ECU athletics, how passionate that fan base is and how much they care. And that show gave you a little bit of everything.
No doubt about it. Chris Hemeyer joining us. Chris, always great to catch up with you, man. Let's reconvene in September. We'll get you back on week of the game and talk about the early season and also preview ECU and Campbell. But have a great summer, man. We'll catch up with you this fall, Chris.
Hey, definitely. Thank you so much for having me on. Hello to everybody in the studio. Wes, it was great to hear your voice again, and we'll talk to you later, fellas. Thank you.
Appreciate it, bud.
All right, there he is, Chris Hemeyer. Great guy joining us, and a lot of fun, and has carved out his niche there as the voice of the Campbell Fighting Camels for about over a decade now. So good stuff, and that's an interesting matchup. It's a game East Carolina should win going away. Even Chris says there you might be entertained for about a half if Campbell can keep up offensively, but you would hope East Carolina could take care of business there. But Campbell has other fish to fry, I guess, playing in the Big South, and then that game against Jackson State you pointed out, Chandler. I'm kind of intrigued by that one. Now, top 2 recruiting classes in FCS going head to head,
and also 2 former all-star DBs in the NFL,
90s, and
going at it. Mike Minter versus Deion Sanders. The game before that was Charleston Southern, who gave East Carolina fits last year with Jack Chambers, the quarterback, the Mims kid at defensive tackle, who was all over Holton Ahlers that day. Jack Chambers now going to NC State, and Mims now with the Pirates. So it might be a little
Chambers
easier task.
with Stain.
With Stain.
That's right. Good stuff. Let's take a time out. We'll come back. We'll wrap up hour number 1 and get you set for hour 2 here on Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. A lot more to go. We're back with you after this.
It's back. The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party presented by Bud Light is back on Thursday, September 1st. Before the Pirates host the Pack Labor Day weekend, Pirate Radio will once again be throwing the best party of the year to kick off the football season. And to help us celebrate the start of Pirate Radio's 20th football season, we're excited to announce that this year's entertainment will be the Breakfast Club out of Atlanta, Georgia. Enjoy your summer, and we'll see you Thursday, September 1st. We are Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Welcome to U.S. Cellular. Yeah, hi. I want a new phone for free, but not just any phone. I want the newest, fastest, most storage holding 5G unlimited data using phone in here for free.
Sure, your choice.
Really?
Yep.
At US Cellular, we put you first. So choose any phone from any brand, free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Hey Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey Pirate Nation, Warren's now has 2 locations, in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Stop in today for hot dogs, pizza, subs, apple and peach turnovers, homemade lemonade, and breakfast in Chocowinity featuring homemade cheese, ham and chicken biscuits, plus sausage dogs and more. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates!
The 80s and 90s were filled with obnoxiously loud styles. Dudes wore crop tops and super high shorts and rocked it with the confidence of 10,000 Sean Connerys and Tom Sellecks combined. And at Tailgate Classics, their mission is to bring that energy back. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Cam Higley, Tailgate Classics has a unique line of vintage and retro tees, polos, jerseys, hats, and more. Go by the store today at 304 Evans Street in Greenville and check out their website at shoptailgateclassics.com.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
Lend a helping hand to children and families in your community and become part of our village. Currently serving over 5,000 children and families in North Carolina annually, Youth Villages helps children with emotional and behavioral issues and young adults aging out of foster care live successfully. You can become an ally today by supporting those in your community who need it the most. Go to youthvillages.org/North Carolina to make a financial donation today.
This is Brian Bailey, host of The Brian Bailey Show, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the best Mexican food and fun in Greenville. Come and enjoy favorites like shrimp tacos, steak and chicken fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, ACP, and more. Follow Chico's on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's for dine-in or to go. Now let's head back in. Here's Clip Brock.
Alrighty, thank you, CJ Schaefer. Wes Hines here. Chandler Honeycutt here on a Thursday. Coming up in just a few minutes, Ryan Meadows is going to join us, talk about Pitt County Post 39. We'll talk some Legion ball. Also, Ryan Meadows was in the news recently, stepping down at North Pitt. We'll catch up with Coach Meadows as he'll join us in the Pirate Radio studios. Speaking of catching up, we'll do that with Jeff Nadu at 4:25. We haven't talked to the big man on campus since the end of college basketball season, so we will talk NFL draft. We'll talk East Carolina football, AAC, who he thinks wins it this year. Is it Cincinnati, or will somebody else take the throne? We'll talk about it with Jeff Nadu. And then coming up in hour three, we are playing Are You Smarter Than Wes? It'll be Wes Hines versus Chandler Honeycutt, one-on-one. And, man, that's going to be a big one coming up. All right. Does Wes know how to back the truck up, Chandler?
I don't know, but I'm about to ask him anyway. Hey, Wes Hines, do me a favor, brother. Back that fat truck up. Back it up right now. Please, for the love of God.
Back it up.
Back it up.
Wes.
Please.
Put it in reverse.
I'm begging you. Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse.
Hit the brakes. Put it in park.
All right. Put the key in the ignition.
Yeah.
Turn it.
Yeah.
Put it in reverse. You saw it yesterday.
Chandler, I think you're going to have to go over there.
It's the top line.
I think you're going to have to go put it in reverse for him.
Oh, my God.
He knows how to drive forward.
I've got to...
Turn the music off. Look, Wes, when you go in reverse, you got to turn the music off so you can concentrate.
Oh, my gosh.
Bernie Mac did a bit on that.
Tell you what.
No, it was Cedric the Entertainer talking about driving a spaceship. You had to turn the music down when you put it in reverse so you know where you're going. Right. So make sure.
Woo! Lord have mercy.
Music down.
He doesn't have his CDL, so it's fine. Good gracious.
Thank God I don't have a CDL.
It is the David Price Construction Countdown to Kickoff, brought to you by David Price Construction, run by ECU alum David Price. David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, large-scale residential renovations, and additions. Visit them online, davidpriceconstruction.com, for all your commercial or custom residential and building needs. David Price Construction, the proud ECU home services partner. Chandler, we are talking football. We're getting people ready for the upcoming season. We have previewed Old Dominion. We have previewed Campbell. But the season kicks off against the NC State Wolfpack in Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, Week 1. How many days away are we from that game?
72 days away from ECU NC State. It seemed just like it was 4 weeks ago. We were saying that it was 100 days. It is going by quick.
It seems like that, yeah.
It is going by quick. 72 days until ECU NC State. Devin Leary, Holt Nailers, Dave Doran, Mike Houston,
Mr. Wolf,
Jeff Charles, Gary Hahn.
He pushed me.
Bagwell Field, high noon. It's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of football being played on that Saturday. Potentially a top 10 team in NC State coming to town.
A lot of football between these two teams or across the country?
Across the country, but there's going to be football in Greenville, North Carolina.
Okay.
We're going to have football. We're going to have ECU NC State.
Yeah.
72 days away.
Yep.
But
what?
We got to do something to kick it off.
What should we do?
We have to have a party.
What kind of party? Like a birthday party?
No, not a birthday party.
Like
a Pirate Radio kickoff party. It's back after 2 years of
shut your mouth,
slap your grandma. After a 2-year hiatus, it is back. The Pirate Radio Kickoff Party is back. The Breakfast Club is making its way to Greenville to get on the stage and play some great music for us. It's going to be in downtown Greenville at the State Theater. That is 70 days away, Clip Brock. 70 days from the party.
Wow.
72 days until ECU NC State. All of that on the David Price Construction countdown to kickoff.
What a mouthful you just said that. Holy crap.
Oh, my gosh.
Everything's falling apart. Chandler Honeycutt, that's why we wear our hard hats.
Woo!
A lot of stuff going on.
I tell you what, this segment started off rough, but it ended beautifully.
It did, and I'm ready for football. We got to wait 72 more days. ECU and NC State get underway, and that number is creeping lower and lower, my friend, and my enemies.
72 days away.
All right.
Now, let me do the math here.
This is going to be good.
65 days coming up next Thursday?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, how about this? Wow. You want your mind blown?
Wow.
65 days next Thursday. We're off a week.
Oh, my God.
So the next time we'll join you after that, we will be 51 days away. 49 from the party. It's starting to get real. It's not real yet.
No, it's getting real. When you talk to Chris Hemeyer about Campbell football coming to ECU to play football on a Saturday,
it's pretty real. As Wes Hines once said in that gymnasium, it's still real to me, damn it. Was that you, Wes?
No.
That was one of the Samoan cousins. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Ryan Meadows joins us. We'll talk some area baseball. Pitt County Post 39 in action. A ton of area baseball going on. We'll talk about that. And College World Series about to get underway with an elimination game. Arkansas and Ole Miss. We'll turn that on the tube. So some baseball talk coming up here on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington.
Hey, Chandler, what are you up to tonight?
Jenny, it's Tuesday, and I'm going to go sing with DJ Captain Morgan for karaoke at The Buck.
Well, that sounds like fun. I have to work. Well, what are you up to this weekend?
Well, believe it or not, I'm going to go listen to some live music Friday and Saturday night at The Buck.
Live music all weekend long, really?
Yep, all weekend, and they also have the biggest high-definition screen to watch all the sporting events on Sunday Fun Day.
I'm going to have to go check that out.
Yeah, just check out The Buck on Facebook or Instagram for all the information. The Buck.
America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times at the pool, river, beach, or backyard grilling, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there is fun, because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this summer, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Pepper, oh no they didn't! Papa John's just took their signature pepperoni and hand-stuffed it inside that garlic-kissed crust. Oh, now that's an epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza like no mouth has ever seen!
Hey, Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza is only $13.99 and is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
If you have family coming over this summer,
the last thing you need is sweaty relatives.
Guarantee your air conditioning system is ready to keep everybody cool. Call Delcor. Buy a new train system and make no payments until 2023. It's hard to stop a train. With inflation and high gas prices, you don't need another payment. So buy this month and make no payments until 2023. Go to DelcorInc.com or call 252-321-8868. Delcor, the service professionals.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome inside the booth. The Cincinnati Reds' Tommy Pham was in the news last month for all the wrong reasons. Some thoughts on what's been a tough life for the 34-year-old is coming up next.
We are back, baby. It's back. The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party presented by Bud Light is back on Thursday, September 1st. Before the Pirates host the Pack Labor Day weekend, Pirate Radio will once again be throwing the best party of the year to kick off the football season. And to help us celebrate the start of Pirate Radio's 20th football season, we're excited to announce that this year's entertainment will be the Breakfast Club out of Atlanta, Georgia. Enjoy your summer, and we'll see you Thursday, September 1st. We are Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Before the Reds and Giants game, Cincinnati's Tommy Pham walked up to the Giants' Jock Peterson and slapped him in the face. As ridiculous as it sounds, the attack was provoked by what Pham said was a dispute over a fantasy league issue over a year ago. Pham's action excusable, but here's a little background on the Las Vegas native. His mom was just 17 when he was born. His dad was in prison at the time. His stepfather came into his life, and Pham claims that man stabbed him. And then just a year and a half ago, he was stabbed again during a fight outside a strip joint in San Diego. Obviously, this is a troubled young man. We hear a lot about angry young black men in America. Unfortunately, Tommy Pham fits that description. And oftentimes, it doesn't end well. Hopefully, he can get some help. Come on back again next time, and we'll visit Inside the Booth.
Listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. UBE, an ECU's tradition for over 50 years. Shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection for ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's send it back into the show. Here's your host, Cliff Brock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. Joining us in the Pirate Radio studios, head baseball coach, Pitt County Post 39, Ryan Meadows, joining us. And Coach Meadows, we got a lot to talk about today on the show, but it's great to see you here. How you been, man?
I've been doing great, man. I appreciate you guys having me back.
The former head coach at North Pitt. That's weird to say.
A little weird to say, isn't it?
That came out a couple weeks ago, a month ago or so now, I guess.
Yeah, probably 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
I was riding down the road, and I saw your statement on Twitter, and I immediately called Cliff. I said, I got breaking news for you. Right?
Well, that's the way you can do now, like the NFL guys. You can break your own news.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't have to have a guy.
You should have leaked it to us first, but I guess you
I probably should have.
So why the decision, Ryan, to step down from that head coaching job?
Oh, man, that's a very probably complicated question, but there's really no hidden agenda behind it. I mean, every year you sit down and you start taking a look at what it's going to take next year, time-wise, commitment-wise, plan-wise, to move forward and continue success. And, when I looked at all the things that it takes and has taken the past 20 years and compared to just where my personal life is right now, they didn't align. I felt like my family probably needed a little bit more time, and it was probably best somebody else, take the helm, and I'm going to do everything I can to support North Pitt High School and North Pitt Athletics. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still teaching there. I'm still in charge of strength conditioning there. I'll be in the weight room and moving into a little bit different role with the athletic department. I had a really great conversation with my principal and my athletic director. They've been super supportive, but going to move into more of a facility director there, the outside facilities, so take over all the grounds and football field, softball field, and probably maintain baseball field, depending on who they get. But I'm looking forward to that challenge, and something a little bit new, but also the ability when school gets out and when it's time to go home, I can go home and help out where needed there.
And Ryan, not a great comparison, but you brought up the name. You're going from Cliff Godwin to Joey Perry, to use a Pirate comparison.
Yeah, well, you know what? I've got no problem with that. So I've got a great deal of respect for both guys.
Absolutely. Ryan Meadows joining us, still in the baseball world, obviously, with your kids playing sports. You said your son is a ball player himself, and you're staying away from the coaching aspect for the most part for him right now?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think you can ever completely stay away from it. I mean, he's in Greenville Little League, and he's actually starting to go up the 9 and 10-year-old All-Stars right now. I've got to go to practice here in a minute and provide rides and support there. But, during the regular season, he plays for Ramey Steins. I know y'all have had Ramey on here. He's such a great baseball guy, and we're in such a great position as a family where we can just drop him off, and he gets great coaching and great points of views, and certainly Ramey and his son Trey's experience. So, we'll talk a lot at the house and all that, but honestly, he's in a really good spot there, so I don't really need to interject any more than needed, so I can be a dad.
So where do we stand right now with Pitt County Post 39?
We're 13-2, and we had a big win over Wayne County last night, and we're currently first in the standings, and we play again tomorrow night.
Is this something you're going to continue to do after this season?
Yeah, that's the goal.
Okay.
I hope so. I'm actually, hoping that the move away from high school baseball, at least at the moment, will allow a little bit, more focus on American Legion, honestly, and not just baseball. That takes care of itself, but there's going to have to be so many things down the road in the immediate future to keep that program going, from fundraising to planning, operating. Obviously, the American Legion is operated by the veterans, and they're getting up there in age and not as active as they used to be, and it takes a lot to put that program on and provide that for our community. So hoping in the pretty immediate future to provide some support there as well.
I talked to Mike Mullis yesterday, and he said he's been riding around, going to tournaments, talking to college baseball coaches, because the baseball coaches are at those showcase events, those all-star games. And I asked him how much it's changed since he coached at Pitt in the early 2000s as far as where you go to recruit players to 2022. And he said, 2001, 2002, late 90s, you're going to high school games, then you're going to Legion ball games.
Sure.
And there's not as many of those showcases around. So you've lived it firsthand, right? As a Legion player and as a coach and being around all these years. How different is it now than it was back when you played and first got into it?
Yeah, it's a lot different. The college coaches are certainly spread, a lot more than they used to be. I think the first change came when colleges started playing more games. When they started all the midweek games, used to, we can all remember they play 3 games a weekend, and every once in a while have a midweek game. Now sometimes they have 2 midweek games, and Fridays are already shot that they can come watch a high school game. So the other day we play on Tuesday, and sometimes you see midweek games Tuesday, Wednesday now. So the opportunities during the spring are getting a little bit fewer and far between. So it's just such a big misconception, though, as far as where exactly you have to go. There's a difference between showcase and travel. A lot of these kids think they're playing showcase, but they're playing travel baseball. Just because you get in a car and go to a different state or a different area code doesn't mean you're showcasing yourself. It just means you're going a long ways and paying a lot of money to play baseball.
Yeah,
so.
The pay for play. There's something really neat, Ryan. We talked about it and then I went to Conley, and so we hate Rose, we hate other schools, and then really you become friends with them, and it doesn't matter where they go to school, but it's a fun rivalry. But to put on the same uniform as a Rose guy, as a North Pitt guy, as now a South Central, all the schools around here, whatever, to be with those guys and play, it's pretty neat to come all together. You compile those rosters, you get them together, how special that is.
Yeah, and I've told this story before, but actually when I was in high school, I played against a kid named Eric Mosley. And Eric, and had no idea who he was. I just knew I hated everybody that wore a Conley jersey, as I played for Rose. And after my junior year, he turned out to be one of my best friends, and we hung out my whole senior year. And that was my senior year was the only reason I really wanted to go back and play Legion after we won the state championship. My only motivation was going to go hang out with Eric because the world was so far apart. He lived all the way out in the Colony District. He lived out in the country. I never saw him except baseball, and we went on, and we're still great friends today. He was in my wedding, and we talk a lot. And if it wasn't for American Legion baseball, that relationship wouldn't have happened. And it's so different now because kids, back when I was growing up, and you as well, Winterville kids played in Winterville, Greenville kids played in Greenville, and now the Greenville Little League District has actually opened that anybody in Pitt County can play. So just on my son's Little League team, we were talking about it one day. I think we have 4 different high schools within 13 kids represented on a 9 to 12-year-old team.
Right.
So, they grow up with a lot of expanded relationships in childhood that they used to have. And obviously with the Next Level Training Center and the workout groups they have over there, I saw a great picture after one of the epic Rose and I believe Rose and Conley games they had this year, that the very next morning, I think there was like 6 or 7 guys just intermingled in that game last night at like the 6 a.m. lift there. So that certainly made it a lot smaller, but it's also made the relationships on our American Legion team a lot tighter from the beginning as well.
Ryan Meadows joining us. Eric Mosley, you can mention to him, heck of a kick returner too in Little League football back in the Winterville days.
I bet he was a heck of a basketball player too. He went to Lewisburg, actually played basketball.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Out of college, and ended up sticking with baseball, then transferred to state.
There you go. Ryan Meadows joining us. Ryan, I can't believe RV outlasted you as a coach.
Right.
That's pretty impressive. I just thought about that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? People didn't believe me a long time ago where I said he would.
You were right. You
there's and I hope he does it a lot longer. He's such a great friend and mentor, and this community needs him so much. They need him a lot more than they need me. So.
And he's not just there to be there. They're still winning. And winning it's amazing, man.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
All right, Ryan. Give us some names. And tell us where we can go see these guys play.
Our home games are at Pitt Community College. Our regular season, believe it or not, is about over. I think, like I said, we're 13-2 now. Our 2 losses.
And you play a lot of games in a pretty short span.
We do. I think we just ended up 7 games out of a 9-day stretch. We get today off. I haven't known what to do with myself right now. That's why I'm dragging my feet coming on here. I appreciate you having me. But we play again tomorrow, again Saturday. We're off Sunday. We play Monday and Tuesday. So that's the life that we're living right now. We play a college schedule with a third of the roster. It really is what it is. So the regular season finishes up next week, and we have a few days off for 4th of July. We come back in July 7th, I believe the playoffs start, and we'll be fighting to see who wins our area and goes to the state tournament. So, we've got a good club, and we've got some really good kids, and I'm not sure this is the most talented group we've ever had, and I've told them this, but so far it's been the most selfless. It just seems every night that nobody really cares, to a point, who's doing what, who's in the lineup, who's out of the lineup. And you get that naturally when you play a lot of games because you truly know there's always tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I tell you, man, I don't want to be cliche, but it's one of the coolest bunch I've ever had. They're really fun to hang out with.
Sounds like you're Cliff Godwin describing this year's Pirate team.
That's
like
exactly
everything you're saying right now.
Yeah, well, I hope we end up having the success that they had because they certainly had a great season. But I like our club, man. I love our kids, and that's what gets me out of my house is when I get to go hang out with a bunch of kids like that. It's worth it.
It feels like an old school, pure type of feeling when you talk about Legion baseball, and then you mentioned earlier, you got some things that need to be done to keep this thing going. So how about how can people help out Legion baseball, and that's specifically Post 39?
Yeah, well, they're always looking. We have a very unique situation for our fundraiser. Grant Jarman has been forever the backbone behind that, and his parking lot over on the old Harris Teeter off of Charles, that's the primary source of funds we have on East Carolina College football days. That every spot sold there goes to our American Legion baseball team.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So not only do they need people to park there, but the main thing that they need is any volunteers that want to go work. Like I said, the gentlemen are getting older and they have a great time out there, and they certainly don't want to give it up, but they would love some young blood, some volunteers, whether it's people needing hours or anything just to man a few Saturdays in the fall, I'm sure they would help that out. And monetary donations are always welcome as well. We've got a special program. It started long before I got here, long before I played here. And we want it, well beyond the years of when my 10-year-old son is gone as well. So that's what we're going to work to do and keep this thing going. It's so good for the community, and people really don't understand how good a program it is and how good of players we play against and how well we treat our kids and the experience they provide until their kids get there. So we're going to try to keep it rolling.
Awesome stuff. Ryan Meadows joining us. For more information, you can follow at Post39 Baseball on Twitter. Are you're keeping up with that?
Yeah,
doing a good job.
I am.
Any other resources online or anything to find?
We've got a website, post39baseball.com.
Okay.
They can certainly do that. We've got a Facebook account. We try to keep all that updated, and it gets pretty hot and heavy in the month of July. I mean, June you're playing for really just seeding. I mean, everybody makes the playoffs unless you finish last. And I'll be honest, if I finish last, it's time for summer vacation. I don't want to go to the playoffs. And then we're going to play best of 5 series and duke it out. And it's July American Legion baseball is so fun. It's so fun to come watch too. And outside of a few all-star tournaments locally, the youth level, there's really nothing else going on in Pitt County. So we tend to have some pretty good crowds out there. It gets fun.
Good stuff. Ryan Meadows joining us. Braves playing well. Ryan got another win today.
Yeah, it's like every time we lose a player, we go on a winning streak.
No problem at all.
We got to hold it together until we either make some moves like last year or start getting some of those guys back. But we got to keep it up.
Fantasy football season rolling around. Is you got any of your kids playing with you yet, or is it?
Yeah, man. My son was in a league last year with some of his little travel team buddies. He actually won the league. He was really, really, really obsessed with that. So he gets it honestly.
Well, is he helping you out now? Is that how it's working?
You know what? I helped him for a couple of games, and he kind of just gave me the Heisman and gave me the shove, and was like, "I got this."
Good stuff.
So he ran with it.
All right, good stuff. We'll get you back on later this summer, especially when you get into postseason. If you want to come on and talk with us, but great to catch up with you, man. And looks like you're doing good. So keep up the good work.
I appreciate it. You guys have been so good, and thanks for everything for North Pitt baseball and athletics and Pitt County and American Legion, everything.
Ryan, enjoyed it as always, man. We'll talk to you soon. There's Ryan Meadows joining us today here, Pitt County Post 39 in action, coming up this weekend at Pitt Community College. If you want to go see some live baseball.
Our next game is a non-conference game, Wilson, 7 o'clock at Pitt on Saturday night.
All right. Let's take a time out. We'll come back. When we return, we will talk to another guy for the first time in a while, Jeff Nadu, and talked to him since the end of college basketball season. We will talk NBA draft props and also his thoughts on East Carolina, the American Athletic Conference. We'll talk some football with the big man when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
The only way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the only way to get it is at Jersey Mike's, because authentic ingredients make a sub above. Jersey Mike's would like to dedicate the next 3 seconds to our new grilled portobello mushroom and Swiss sub. Trust us, it tastes good too, because fresh ingredients make a sub above.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Megan State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Experience next-level adventure with Kawasaki Terex KRX 1000 sports side-by-sides featuring a combination of trail-taming power, sporty performance, and rugged capability. Whichever Terex KRX 1000 model you choose, you'll experience the ability to take on the toughest trails with unmatched comfort and confidence. Kawasaki Terex KRX 1000, your world, your adventure. See them today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Join us at Purple Blossom Yoga Studio, Greenville's premier yoga studio, for our wide array of classes, including restorative, power, hot yoga, and more. We even fly into the weekend with our aerial yoga workshops. New to our studio? Check out our special for new yogis. 3 classes for only $30. Check out our website or social media for all the information and up-to-date schedules at Purple Blossom Yoga Studio. Purple Blossom Yoga, where your health and mindset collide and help you transform to a new you.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
This is Ryder Giles, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's, now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. It's reunion day on the show. It really is. Now I think Chris Hemeyer, former pirate radioer, joining us, and now the voice of Campbell. Hadn't talked to Ryan Meadows in a while. It was great to catch up with him, talk about what he's up to with Pitt County Post 39. Wes Hines, it's been a reunion with him all week, and he will be highlighted coming up in Hour 3. Are You Smarter Than Wes makes its return to Pirate Radio. We are really excited about that. He will go one-on-one with the Chan Man, Chandler Honeycutt.
Two of the biggest brains in radio.
Size-wise, mass-wise,
I mean, is it brains or egos?
Can
it be brains? I don't think either one of us has
I don't
big
either.
egos.
Yeah, it's not egos.
Okay. I just wanted
Do you have a big ego?
Of course.
Wes, you're one of the most humble people I've ever met. You're a humble, normal human.
Okay.
I would love to
If you say so.
I would love to see Cocky West, though. That's a character I'd
rather see Cocky West
Didn't
than
I
Cocky
didn't I
Clip.
start off the show with that earlier?
Yeah. And
All right.
You were doing this pointing at me. You were scary. You're scary when you get cocky. But Are You Smarter Than Wes coming up next hour? Troy D will be in here.
The host.
At some point today, we need to go inside the anger management rage room as well.
I think a good time to do that would be after the game.
Because if you lose, you're going to be spitting fire.
Yeah.
And but anyway, we'll get to that when we get to that. Right now, another reunion of sorts. We haven't talked to the big man on campus since the end of college basketball season, so let's reconvene with him right now, Jeff Nadu, who has had a wild week. He's been on Barstool Idol. We'll talk about that. We'll get into some football, some hoops as well. But big man, great to have you back on the show. How you doing?
Doing good, Clip. I noticed today when I jumped on to call you, the last time I talked to you was April 1st. So it's been about 3 months.
Wow.
It's good to hear your voice. It's good to talk to the Pirate Radio Nation. And, looking forward to moving around a couple different things today.
No doubt. And great to have you on. And this is a big get because if you follow Barstool, you'll know that Jeff Nadu has been part of Barstool Idol this week. So I've basically watched Jeff's life the last 3 days via YouTube and everything going on with Barstool. Last night, you were eliminated from the competition, but for 2 and really 3/4 days, your life has been kind of plastered out there for everybody. What was your take on the whole thing? As I told you a moment ago, you had that same big man confidence and also showed a great sense of humor along the way. So what were your thoughts on the proceedings?
Yeah, Clip, when I was asked to partake in it, and I kind of knew from the beginning, I kind of had a thought of, I'm probably not going to win just because, I don't know if it would have been fair to the other contestants. Look, it was a bit unfair going in that, I had worked there, and I know every single person in that office, so it's not easy, but I looked at it as a way to really just kind of do some things that I'm really not doing on a regular basis, get my name out there more, have a little bit of a good time, try to move the needle, keep the views coming. And look, I'll be honest. I mean, I think, the views you'll see going forward are partly because of me, but, it kind of sheds light now on the other competitors. And, I feel like, in a month or two, I'm sure Barstool will call me and we'll do something or something will happen coming up. So I didn't really mind. I was, Big Cat made a case, or one of them made a case that I looked like I was ready. I got to be honest, man. By last night, I was just kind of ready, like, to go. I knew I wasn't going to win. So
yeah.
I want to get back home and get back to life again. But I got the views. I kind of propped it up, and I thought I had a good time with it. So, it was fun.
I also loved the pitch to Dave Portnoy to be part of his entourage, to be the turtle down in Miami. And it was funny, him and Eddie from the Dave Portnoy show were talking about it afterwards, and Eddie said, has anybody asked to be in your Miami entourage? And he said, no, you were the first. So you're at the top of the leaderboard right now, big man. But Dave, instead of shooting it down or laughing you off, he was like, yeah, that might happen. I'm not going to say yes or no. So credit to you for putting yourself out there for that one.
Yeah, I think for me, that was kind of something that I'd kind of zeroed in on the last couple of months. I'm kind of at that point in life where, I'm kind of a vibe kind of guy where I'm going out and just, kicking it with the people, gambling a little bit, just kind of sitting in the shadows. I said, Clip, in the post-elimination interview that the competition was not meant for someone like me. I'm more just a guy that just kind of hangs out. I do one or two things that I'm really good at, and I'll find a way to be interesting on camera. It's just how it goes for me. And I think in a situation like that down in Florida, in a club type of thing, or, sitting and watching games, I feel like I could be a good kind of wingman or whatnot for that. So we'll see. Dave always has liked me and has kept me around. So who knows? We'll see.
Jeff Nadu joining us. All right, big man, let's get into what's going on in the sports world and NBA draft going on tonight. If this was the Sixers, you would be flipping your lid. How about the Charlotte Hornets go into a draft, Jeff, without a head coach, without an entire coaching staff? I don't remember the last time that's happened in the Big Four sports. Do you?
No, I don't. It's kind of a weird situation.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think they have their idea on maybe who they want or where they're going with it. But, generally, it's definitely a weird situation. I guess it's something they'll sell to the next coach or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. I can't remember the last time that happened. I'm sure it has happened, but Yeah, I don't remember the last time it happened.
Strange. They're picking, I think, 13 and looking for a big man, potentially Duke's Mark Williams, if he is there at that pick. Jeff, let's go over some props. I have not been following the props or really the draft at all. So let's hit a couple of your favorites for tonight or things you're looking at in tonight's draft.
Yeah, so one of the names that's moved pretty heavy, and I actually played it at 6.5, or I think 6 actually. I went under 6 for Benedict Mathurin. I think he is the shoo-in at 5 to Detroit. I mean, you obviously kind of want to find that pairing with Cade Cunningham. They've got some young bigs. I've actually been on record as saying I like the Pistons from a long-term standpoint. I like Dwayne Casey. I think he's a good coach. I like what kind of they have, what Isaiah Stewart and, Bagley kind of as a 4 and Cade Cunningham as Sadiq Bey. But I think kind of a wing that can play guard and just kind of can get a bucket and defend. I think that's really helpful for this team. I don't love some of their depth. I think he can come in and contribute immediately, which he will, obviously being the 5th pick. I'm big on kind of what he is. He's your typical kind of NBA guy now. Shot maker, defender, can hit a jump shot. I like under 6.5 for Ben Mathurin. I'm not particularly high on Agbaji. I feel like the numbers have been a little too low with him. Like he's around that 14.5 number. I kind of have him more in the range of like 15 to 18. Maybe to like Atlanta or Houston or something. I don't know. I mean, he's just a guy in the NBA. I don't look at him as like an all-star or anything. I don't think he's going to change a team. I think the team that I worry about taking him is the Knicks, just because the Knicks just seem to always do stupid things that don't make any sense. So maybe something like that. But if you have some, I'll gladly comment on.
I have been so out of the loop with it so what is it looking like for the first overall pick tonight, Jeff? Is it a done deal or is there still some question?
Yeah, I don't think it's much of a question at this point. I think Jabari Smith is the best player in this draft. I mean, I've continued to compare him. Look, will he absolutely beat Kevin Garnett? I don't know. Kevin Garnett's a Hall of Famer, but he has very Kevin Garnett-like game and looks a lot like him. Now, he could be a Kevin Garnett ceiling type or could be Mo Bamba. I think that's the big question, but he's a significantly better player than Mo Bamba. I think he goes number 1. Look, at 2, I think it's really either Holmgren or Banchero, what you like more. Now, Banchero has been flying up as far as even maybe the number 1 pick, but I think Holmgren goes 2 just because of what he could be. I worry about him, though. He is particularly beanstalkish, and I wonder, can he put on that much muscle where he needs to be? That's going to be a weird-looking team with him and that Pokashevsky kid. But they have a couple first-round picks. And then I go Banchero 3, Ivy 4, and then it's really just a crapshoot from there. I will say, though, Cliff, last point on the NBA draft, I think the best player outside of Mr. Smith is Jaden Ivey from Purdue. I think he is clearly the best guard. I'm very high on him. Good size as well at 6'4".
I think I saw, did I see PG beside his name? Is he projected to be a point guard in the NBA?
Yeah, I think, and obviously he's going to be a big point guard, which is what you like. He's a guy that can kind of add that kind of wrinkle into his game. Shaden Sharp's a guy you're going to hear a lot about. He's that kid from Kentucky who didn't end up playing. Dyson Daniels, another guy, the best defender in this draft. He was a G leaguer. Jalen Duren's moving up the boards, as ECU fans know, being at Memphis. He's a guy that. It's going to be interesting to see if he gets to Portland. That'll be interesting because I think not CJ,
Lillard,
Colin, but Lillard. Yeah. I think he'd really love a guy like that, kind of that rim runner kind of guy. So.
Jeff Nadu joining us. NBA draft going on tonight. Of course, you can follow the big man at Jeff Nadu. He actually did a Q&A earlier on Barstool Idol and the NBA draft, and you're always throwing out. You're doing the spaces too, Jeff. I've noticed quite a bit recently as well. So all that going on Twitter. We'll talk about what else he's got going on. But Jeff, you wanted to talk some football today, so Let's do it. Let's talk some American football. And no surprise, Cincinnati the favorite to win the American, but you really got to look at everything they lost in the draft. A quarterback with Ritter and a top 5 cornerback picked with Sauce Gardner, and now can Luke Fickell reload? Sure, but is a UCF Houston ready to come up and take the American? That's the order, the betting order right there. And then you've got Memphis plus 850, SMU, and East Carolina. East Carolina right there in the middle of the conference. Good to see them jump up to that point. We'll see if they can take another step. But how about, is it Cincinnati's to win again, Jeff, or do you think they see some resistance this year in the American?
I think it is, but they're going to have resistance. I mean, obviously, you can't lose, 7 full-time starters. And remember, I mean, the 7 full-time starters they lost were extremely good players. Obviously, you mentioned Sauce Gardner. Kobe Bryant was a terrific corner.
Yeah.
They lost Myjai Sanders. I mean, they lost their best safety. They have some guys coming back in. But again, you also have to look at the fact that I think the one thing that keeps them, to me, still number one is I like Ben Bryant. He was in the MAC at EMU, I believe, and actually was a pretty solid quarterback. They also have a great offensive line. They brought in a transfer from LSU to be a running back there. They did lose Jerome Ford, but I think offensively they'll be fine. They've got, like I said, a great offensive line. And it's just the other teams I think are kind of right there. I like Houston, obviously. They bring back Clayton Tune. I think a receiver, Nathaniel Dell, is the best receiver in this conference, probably. Defensively, though, is where they always seem to struggle. They always kind of win those high-end games. They were better last year defensively, but I still think it's concerning. UCF, last year, I thought they were awful without Dylan Gabriel. When Mikey Keene first was in there, I was betting against them pretty frequently.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what to have there. I'll continue to say East Carolina is the most intriguing team to me in this conference. I'll just say that, and I'm sure you'll want to know why. I'm sure you want to get my opinion on that, don't you, Cliff?
I do, and in an era where players are leaving schools more often than they ever have, we are going into year 5 of Holton Ahlers, which is it's nuts, Jeff, but he's back for another year. He knows the offense, like the back of his hand, and he's got guys around him. I'm a little concerned at receiver, but that room has gotten better this offseason. Love the running backs. O-line's about as good as it's been in a long time, and we'll see if they keep getting better year 3 of Blake Harrell as defensive coordinator. So intriguing is a good word, Jeff, but what do you think this Pirate season looks like?
Yeah, it's funny. We were kicking her. It's funny when I was at Barstool, Clip, because I kind of was an employee for 3 days. I was just kind of hanging out with all the employees. I had a little spot I was sitting, and we were kicking around different teams. And I had kind of mentioned that I was really high on ECU, and I think everyone had kind of agreed. Even some of the interns are mentioning it. I love ECU. I'm very high on Mike Houston. I've waited for this kind of breakthrough year for them.
You've been asking for it for a while, and finally got some of those wins last year, Jeff.
Yeah, they went to bowl last year. They kind of got that off their back a little bit, and they've kind of been able to stay there. And the big thing for them, Clip, was they needed to get stronger on both offensive and defensive lines. They're a group that I thought was really weak there over the last year or two, quite frankly. And I think they totally did, and it showed with their numbers. They're much better on defense. Offensively, they were able to run the ball a lot more effectively. And, it was easier for Holton Ahlers to run that offense. You also look at the defense. Look, I'm very high on some of the guys they have on the back end. They still have, Jeremy Lewis and Xavier Smith and some of those guys.
Yeah.
I'm very high on this team, kind of long term. Look, are they going to win this conference? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Honestly, I just wouldn't. I think they're I think they're top 3. I'll say that.
And yeah, that's marked improvement. And Jeff, we'll talk ACC and hopefully break down some other conferences with you between now and late August, September. But how about the season opener? Are you buying into Devin Leary and NC State and the preseason hype they're getting? Because that is the opener in Greenville. It's going to be a madhouse here for that one, Jeff.
Yeah, it's going to be a really tough first game, but I think it's a really quick right out of the gate barometer test for Mike Houston. Because, look, I'm pretty high on NC State. Obviously, they've got a lot of guys coming back. Dave Dorn's a great coach. Obviously, they're just kind of that. But it's one of those games, Clip, I look for where ECU is going to be like a 8-point dog at home. And I love these in-state games against Big Brother. The guys that weren't recruited by the NC State. It's kind of like Tulsa against Oklahoma. You're always going to get a good effort out of Tulsa. And then you look at the rest of the out-of-conference schedule. It is a joke. Old Dominion is awful. And Campbell, you win that game 52-0. So this is a big barometer game, and they're going to have to win it. I would really like for ECU to compete, maybe push to win, at least cover a number. Look, if you lose by 4 to 6 points, that's a great barometer. If they go in, though, and lose, 35-13, not good. But it's not the end of the world. It doesn't really matter for much. ECU is not a college football playoff type of team. But they have some really favorable games. You get UCF at home. You get Memphis at home. You get Houston at home. The only really tough road game this group has in conference is at Cincinnati.
Yeah.
BYU around Halloween is interesting. That's kind of I'll tell you, I really like that scheduling just because when you're a guy like Mike Houston, you need to go out and challenge your football team. And going out to BYU, middle of the season in conference, right before the end of the year on the road, that's a really kind of tough-minded thing that you have to do as a team. So I love them. I love what they've done from a scheduling coaching standpoint. I'm really excited for them. They're going to be on my card a lot this year.
And if they do in that first one, Jeff, a weird scheduling quirk, 4 home games in September, and as you said, not against the greatest competition. If you win that one, you could potentially start 4-0, and there's a lot of folks talking about you, and we'll see what happens from there, but that opener is going to be big. The worst part about this conversation is now we got to wait 2 or 3 more months for it to happen, because I'm fired up now, big man, talking to football with you today.
I couldn't agree more with you on being fired up. This is kind of the middle of the summer, right? You just I'm done with the idol stuff now. I got my birthday coming up, but outside of that, I'm just kind of waiting for August 1st where I can start kind of flying around. But here's what I'll tell you, Clip. I've been saying it for a long time. Obviously, depending on my schedule, I'm going to try to make it work. But I will make my debut in ECU this year. I promise.
All right.
Be down there. Going to come down for a game. I might try to do one of those Thursday games. Is there any Thursday games early in the year?
No, I don't believe so.
All right. Well,
I know all the 4 Saturday games or 4 September games are Saturdays.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll get one of those. Maybe I'll come for a Thursday night in-conference game or something. Either way, I'm going to make my way down there.
Yeah.
It's got to be a Saturday. It will, but I will be there.
That'd be awesome. Get you in studio, show you around, have a good time for sure. So
that'd be great.
Big man, great to catch up with you, dude. Let's do it again at some point soon and talk more college football with you.
Well, listen, Clip. I was thinking this was going to be back to a weekly thing.
What's crazy? So we contacted each other on over the weekend. Jonathan, Troy, like multiple people asked me this week before I even told them that we talked. Hey, why doesn't the big man come on anymore? And I said, well, he didn't have much to talk about. Basketball ended, all that. So it kind of coincided with you contacting me, Jeff, and now we're back together again. It feels good, and we got football to talk about. So
Clip, I got to tell you, when I texted you, it was pretty late. It was Saturday night. I was sitting at so I go to a cigar bar before I go to this club when I go out, and I'm sitting there, and it was one of those nights where nothing was really on, and one of the TVs had, I think, college baseball on or something, kind of rerun or something. And I don't know how you popped into my head. I'm going to reach out to Clip. I was doing some football handicapping. I just thought, what? Let's see what's up with Clip. About that time, we're kind of, 55 days, 60 days out.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, hey, it worked out perfect. Love it, big man. Well, I'll tell you what, let's do it again next week.
And only you get the first interview after the elimination.
I know, this is huge, man. Trust me, I'm honored.
All right. I'll talk to you next week. Thanks, Clip.
Thank you, Jeff. Big man on campus, Jeff Nadu. His Barstool Idol exit interview right here on Pirate Radio.
Fresh off the elimination.
Might be the biggest get you've ever had.
It could be. But glad. So he's going to be rolling with us this summer, previewing conferences. We talked AAC today, and he likes the Pirates this year.
I was literally just asking you, like, the other day.
Yeah.
Hey, where is Nadu? Like, what happened to him?
You put up the Nadu signal, and he answered.
It was a big N in the sky.
And he's back. And Troy, it's we talked Campbell football today, Old Dominion earlier this week. We'll talk Navy, NC State next week. We're doing position previews, so starting to crank it up here in the summer. Turn the page to the football.
Yeah,
it's fun.
It's getting to be that time.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get a break in. We'll come back. We'll wrap up hour 2, and then coming up in the 5 o'clock hour, Are You Smarter Than Wes makes its return to Pirate Radio. It'll be Wes Hines versus Chandler Honeycutt 1-on-1, and Troy's about to lose his mind.
A decade
He's
in
so
the making.
excited.
We came up with this as a little break in the summertime when things were really slow many years ago, and to have it this is like one of those classic movies that comes out with a sequel that everybody like. This is the Top Gun of Pirate Radio. God, Clip, we were on the same page. This is our Maverick. People have been waiting years and years for it. I am telling you, stop what you're doing and listen or watch the next hour. You will not regret it. If you do, I'll give you your money back.
We got Iceman and Goose ready to go in studio. One of them dies. That'll be Goose. We'll see who dies in hour 3. It's going to be a lot of fun, and looking forward to that. We'll wrap up hour 2 when we return after this.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
For service, we're doing touchless pickup and drop-offs. So when you pull your vehicle in, we greet you at the car and open the door for you, but we're putting plastic on the seats. We're having a steering wheel cover put on. We even have shift knob covers now this year. And then we have the customer actually drop the key in a baggie, and they're the next one to touch that key when it comes out of the baggie when they pick up their vehicle. So just want to make sure we take care of the customers that voted us number 1.
Brown & Wood, your number 1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
It's back. The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, presented by Bud Light, is back on Thursday, September 1st. Before the Pirates host the Pack on Labor Day weekend, Pirate Radio will once again be throwing the best party of the year to help kick off football season. Come join us to celebrate the start of Pirate Radio's 20th football season, as we'll be joined by this year's entertainment, The Breakfast Club. Enjoy your summer, and we'll see you Thursday night, September 1st, at the State Theater in downtown Greenville. We are Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. If you're looking for wings to be delivered to your home, Wings Over Greenville has you covered with no third party needed. Wings Over Greenville has its own in-house delivery service. Be sure to try the all-new tender sandwiches by ordering ahead on the Wings Over mobile app. Open till 3 a.m. on Friday and Saturday, Wings Over has everything to cure those late night munchies. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville. They deliver. The 80s and 90s were filled with obnoxiously loud styles. Dudes wore crop tops and super high shorts and rocked it with the confidence of 10,000 Sean Connerys and Tom Sellecks combined. And at Tailgate Classics, their mission is to bring that energy back. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Cam Higley, Tailgate Classics has a unique line of vintage and retro tees, polos, jerseys, hats, and more. Go by the store today at 304 Evans Street in Greenville and check out their website at shoptailgateclassics.com. Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness, just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
Hey Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Winslow's is now 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room. With a brand new look, 5th Street Hardware also has a new menu and serves lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday, plus brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. What else is new? Well, 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room now has poker every Tuesday night and Trivia Wednesdays with DJ Captain Morgan. New look, new name, same location on 5th Street beside the State Theater. 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brown.
CJ Schaefer killing the
Nice
ad reads.
job, CJ, coming in hot.
Wes Hines here, Troy D, Chandler Honeycutt. As we wrap up Hour 2, got a huge Hour 3. Are You Smarter Than Wes returning to the Pirate Radio airwaves?
I've told you earlier today, I'm almost getting goosebumps thinking about this. It's so emotional for me.
Yeah. And
it brings back so many great memories. And now the great thing is you have got the open set to go from before, right, Clip?
I have
with
the old
theme
open,
music
yeah.
and I'm telling you, for the long-time Pirate Radio listeners, you will get emotional hearing this, and for you new ones, you'll cry even more.
Yeah, like Brian Bailey when he hears One Shining Moment.
Yes,
it's
like you said, some people that never saw Top Gun love the new one better. This next generation.
Some people that saw the old Top Gun like the new one better.
True, yeah.
I mean, this is one of those where the sequel is going to live up to the hype.
And we've tweaked it a little bit. We'll explain more in the next segment, but we're really looking forward to it. John Moody putting a comment out there, Clip, which is almost scary. Scary, I tell you, because he almost has read my mind. I was actually going to do this, but we were going into a break, and I knew we were running out of time when you were talking about football and everything else. How baseball's basically over. You want to do the honors and read the John Moody?
Oh, you want me to read?
Yeah.
John Moody says, I need my annual Troy D. Summer rant where he breaks down what's left of summer and makes it seem like football season is 2 weeks away after the breakdown, all downhill after the July 4th holiday.
I almost said that going into the last break. That is crazy that John Moody knows me that good.
Is it crazy?
Am I that damn predictable?
Yes.
He's a P1 listener, so.
I mean, I need to start shaking up things.
No. Keep it consistent. Do the same thing you've been doing
I'm like
for
the
20
Jimmy
years.
Buffett of talk radio.
You play the hits.
Yeah.
People come to Pirate Radio Live. They don't want to hear your new stuff.
Yeah, they like the consistency of the old stuff.
They want to hear
When you go to Jimmy Buffett, do you want to hear Margaritaville or some new jam he's working on?
Hey, I wrote a new song called Hot Dog in Heaven. No, Cheeseburger in Paradise. Play the hits.
Yeah.
Give the people what they want.
It is getting ready to believe me when I tell you it's getting ready to be July 4th after next week. So really we've got 1 week to go before the official kickoff of Midsummer, which is July 4th holiday.
But July 4th July 4th's on a Monday.
On a Monday.
So it really starts July 1st.
In many ways, you do get the weekend going in, so it is kind of a bonus holiday for many people. You get the weekend going in, then you'll take that week. Some folks, like you, Clip, will get the week off.
Yeah.
You like that? I included you this time.
Thank you. Usually it's just you.
And then you get the weekend after. So it's like this is like a bonus vacation sandwich. The bread is the 2 weekends, and the meat is the actual week off.
And that's a tasty sandwich.
It's like about 9-10 days if you squeak by that Friday. And then after that, it's all downhill because it's all full throttle to football. So enjoy that July 4th because really after that, summer's almost over.
Yeah, we're basically in mid-July right now.
Yeah.
And once you get it...
You mean June?
No, I mean July. We're almost done with June. July 4th week, we're not going to be here.
Right.
By the time we get back,
you're
it's mid-July.
Correct. Okay, I see what you're saying.
And I'm doing your job for you.
Yeah,
here.
thank you. You do it better than I do.
I've been around here a long time, too. And Troy, as you know...
And then August 1st...
Summer camp starts August 1st.
Right, so you're 2 weeks away.
High school football starts early August. Like, we're in it.
Moody is right. Literally, when we get back from July 4th, we are 2 weeks away from football starting officially. It will have already started for us and the coverage of it.
Yeah.
So, as I said, enjoy July 4th because after that, your summer's over.
It's done.
Yeah.
John, was that good?
And that's why sometimes, I love the July 4th break, but then I think, man, this is it. Like, what's left after this for summer? And I love summer.
You're a summer guy. I'm a football guy. I'm rushing the summer away.
No, and I'm trying to tap the brakes, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's ease up. Waves, sun, cold beer, sand, surf. Need more of that, not less.
Chandler, where do you stand?
I mean, I'm like y'all.
Wow, way to ride the summer non-fall fence.
Oh, fence rider honeycut over here.
Yeah, make a decision. Go with it.
Take a side, man.
Yeah. Fall or summer?
I did. I took y'all's side.
We're on different sides. You weren't paying attention. What were you doing while we were talking?
Daydreaming. Trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to be asked in this damn game coming up. That I've been nervous about all damn day.
You know why he's nervous? Because the game is, are you smarter than Wes? And if you're not, you know what you are? Dumber than Wes. Yeah. And he is so afraid he's going to have the label of dumber than Wes for the rest of his life.
Wes has won the game. He couldn't remember who.
Pirate Al.
No way.
He beat Pirate Al.
That's right. I did.
He did. Sorry, Pirate Al. It was only 12 years ago, but
Pirate Al, who has won Clip Sports Quiz when I used to do trivia on the show back in the day, Troy.
I can't believe I remember that, but I do remember Pirate Al losing to Wes.
Wow.
That was that core of a memory for me, Wes, that I just retain it.
And Pirate Al, I'm sorry, that's the only thing Troy D can remember.
Yeah.
I don't know why you remember that.
I don't even know what his first name is.
Pirate
is it Pirate or is it Al? I don't know. But I know he lost to Wes.
Unbelievable. All right. Steve Hill says, I beat Wes.
Well, everybody beat Wes, basically.
Coach Mack, I guess Briley, Hussey. Because
that was the worst defeat you ever had, Wes.
That's right.
You lost to intern Briley at the time.
I know.
I mean, wonderful person, but come on, man.
I know.
You're better than that.
Yeah. All right, we'll prove it today.
Ooh. I'll tell you what.
Wager on this?
You are way more confident than Chandler.
Your confidence has risen over the years because you used to come in here like a beaten dog going, oh, I'm going to get killed again. But now you're like Mr. Superman.
Yeah.
He's got a smile on his face.
A little more.
You know what? We're going to have to change this game to Are You Smarter Than Chandler? Are you smarter than the Chandler?
If you lose, this game is retired and it'll be moving forward. Are you smarter than Chandler? All right, let's take a break so we can get to it.
All right, Kenny wants, if Chandler loses to Wes, he wants Chandler to go out to get a girl's shirt and wear it on PRL one day. Like a top tank top.
I'm not doing it.
I saw those are coming back in style where the belly shows.
Well, look,
tank.
You have Wes's shirt, right?
Somewhere.
You got to find it.
I know. We do have it. And literally what I want to do is find it, take the picture from that day, and frame it with our jersey wall. Because it would be awesome. When I find the shirt, it's going up on the wall in our hallway of fame.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I want to see it on Chandler.
What,
if you lose?
No. That looks too much like a golf shirt, though, in Wes's defense. Like, it's still a lady's shirt. I want Chan Man in a full-blown
You're not getting that.
woman's tank top.
I know what you want, and it's disgusting.
It was Steve Hill's idea.
I think it was Kenny Curling's idea.
Sorry, it was Kenny Curling's idea. Steve Hill would like it, too.
John said, I want to make Troy feel old. I've been listening since I was 13. Now I'm married with a 3-year-old and a baby on the way.
I was going to say, and a grandfather. Christ.
And he's been listening to your summer
John,
rants.
I know. Well, John, listen, he has been, he's a capital P1 listener.
Oh.
Yeah, that's next level.
Distinction. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. You want to do it when we get back?
Why not?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Are you smarter than Wes?
Alert the women and children. It's back.
I'm ready, baby.
It is back. 10 years.
I'm finally ready.
We haven't done this in 10 years. Get ready to get emotional.
Chandler trying to fake himself into some confidence.
Whoa!
Let's see what you're doing
Wes
over
is
there.
gonna kick your ass.
We'll be back. Are you smarter than Wes after this?
Come on.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Your first stop for shopping is at Shimmer Boutique. This is Ashley from Shimmer. We are fully stocked with the latest apparel, shoes, and accessories and more. If you need gift ideas or some shopping therapy for yourself, stop by today. Looking for the hottest shoes on the market? Shimmer has the biggest selection of Hey Dudes anywhere. Shimmer has the newest Yeti products and colors. Want this year's most popular bag? Shimmer has a great selection of all your bog bag needs and accessories. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, and Jacksonville.
Hey guys, this is Kyra from Postcode Junction in Washington, where all your shipping needs come together. Did you know Postcode Junction is the only UPS, FedEx, and DHL shipping location in Washington? Postcode Junction is also the place for your Amazon returns. Need to ship a package the same day? Want to avoid the long lines at the post office? Come see us at Postcode Junction by 4:30 and we got you covered. Postcode Junction on 15th Street in Washington next to Tractor Supply. Go Pirates!
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Cliff Godwin. Summer is upon us and I want to invite you to attend our CG23 Youth Camp here at East Carolina University. We will offer 3 sessions of camp. All camps will be held at Clark LeClaire Stadium and campers will get baseball instruction from the ECU baseball staff and players. Campers will play games each day and each camp ends with our famous Pirate Slip and Slide. Full day and half day sessions offered. For more information, visit cliffgodwinbaseballcamp.com. See you there and go Pirates!
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10
for the Golf Shop Radio Show. Hosts Mark Greenhelds and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're gonna love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
This is Mike Houston, head football coach at East Carolina University, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's, I guess, your host, Troy D.
Welcome in. Good to have you here with us for a very special edition of a special hour here on PRL. I am in the main studio. To my right is the lovely and talented former producer of Pirate Radio, current team member still, Wes Hines.
Hello, Troy.
Out of Falkland?
No.
Fountain?
No.
Farmville?
No. Snow Hill.
Snow Hill now.
I've been in Snow Hill for 5 years now.
Snow Hill, North Carolina, he reigns from now.
Yep.
And to my left, the Chan Man, Chandler Honeycutt.
How you doing, Troy?
Good to see you, Chandler. And we've got CJ on video production today. Let's go and Clip Brock, our co-host, if you will, and one of my co-creator. Do you get a co-creation credit on this? I know I started this about 15 years ago, Wes.
We'll give it to
It last ran in probably 10 years ago. Clip, were you here back then when
I
we
was
did this?
here. I don't know if I was a co-creator, but I come up with all the questions, make the intro, do everything, and Troy just reads. So whatever I do.
So now I will say this: in this next generation of Are You Smarter Than Wes, I will give you the credit for this. We've tweaked it a little bit. So what used to happen was Wes was the producer, and we didn't want to. We asked the same question to each person, so we'd get someone earlier and record their answers.
Yeah.
And then we would we'd record you actually, and then we'd do a listener live, and then we'd play yours.
That's right.
On tape, and then we get the reaction. This we're doing Pure T live. Neither one of you have seen the questions.
Pure T.
You may know the topics, you may not. But so here's how it's going to go. Clip and I have basically 6 questions, correct, Clip? And we're going
6 rounds.
6 rounds.
11 total questions.
And we're going to start asking a question. We'll start with you, Wes, since this is Are You Smarter Than Wes?
All right.
We will then ask you the question. If you get it right, you get a point.
Okay.
If you get it wrong, and no assistance, Chandler. No cheating here.
I'm not.
All right. We're going to have to put this up even.
I agree.
I can't even trust that right there. Your computer must go up, and your phone cannot be used. All right.
Okay,
I'm not. Taking all your
Let's get this damn game going.
I know. See?
Could you please?
Does this sound like a guy that would cheat to you?
Chandler, can you remove your pants to make sure?
Let's not get weird, Clip. All right. If Wes gets it wrong, you have a chance to steal. All right. All right. Here we go. I got to get in the mood, though, Clip. Let's get in the mood. Please, let's welcome you to Are You Smarter Than Wes?
It's now time for Are You Smarter Than Wes?
Question number 1. What movie made the most money worldwide in box office history?
Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3, which has not come out yet. What talk show host played third base for the Rockford Peaches in the movie A League of Their Own?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Who is the only woman to ever appear on U.S. paper currency?
The only woman? Queen Elizabeth.
Wes said Queen Elizabeth.
Now, here are your hosts, the Brain Trust, Troy D. and Ellerby.
Wow, that is a throwback. That is right. That is back when it was Live at 5, which
Yes.
was, and I probably should give Ellerby a production credit for
Yes.
back in the day.
That's right.
Because knowing him, he helped me come up with all these questions, Cliff. So much like any great host, they all have great writers behind them. You think Leto and Letterman wrote any of their stuff? No, they just read other people's.
For the second time, I think I came up with all the questions.
Oh, okay. Well, you did a great job, Cliff.
Thank you.
All right, so here we go. Chandler, don't look at my notes here because I don't want you to see make sure he's looking straight ahead.
All right. I'm looking straight ahead.
All right. Wes, are you ready?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
All right. Can I give the topic clip? No, I mean, I have it here. Can I say what the topic is or just
Yes.
the question? All right. So this is pop culture and current events.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. Earlier this month, Johnny Depp won a $15 million settlement following a civil suit against his ex-wife. What was her name?
I have no idea.
I have no idea is wrong. That was not her name.
I know.
Chandler, here's a chance to steal a point. Wasn't even your question. Can you name Johnny Depp's ex-wife?
Hear me when I say this. Amber Heard.
That is correct. Chandman gets one on the board.
Okay.
1-0.
All right.
Now the question goes to you, Chandler.
Okay.
If he gets it wrong, it'll be your chance to steal. Wes.
Okay.
Last week, this 4-time Grammy award-winning rapper released the album Honestly, Nevermind. Please name the rapper.
It wasn't. It's not Eminem, is it?
I can't believe you don't
Let's
know
go
that.
to Eminem.
Chandler.
That is not correct.
Oh, that was a
Wes,
gimme.
here is a golden chance to steal right here. It was just last week. This 4-time Grammy award-winning rapper released another album. Honestly, never mind. Name the guy.
Jay-Z.
Oh, I thought he was going to get it. I thought he was sort of going. I thought he was going to go Drake.
No. I'm sorry.
Oh, Drake? It was Drake.
Okay.
All right, so after round 1.
Chandler,
How did you not know Drake?
I don't know anything about Drake, but you just see this stuff.
Even Ellerby knew Drake dropped his album.
He was talking to Flo Rida about
Exactly,
Drake.
yes.
I don't pay attention to that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
that's obvious. All right, here we go. This is a visual.
More of an Amber Heard guy.
Hey, but if I heard his songs, I would know who he is.
Okay.
All right, this is the visual. Let me make sure I get it right. Hold on, clip.
Troy,
All right.
named.
Hold on. I get these two mixed up. All right, hold on. Okay, I got it.
Are you smarter than Troy Dreyfus?
All right, Wes.
Yes.
This is a European country flag.
Okay.
I'll show it to our audience. I'll show it to Clip to make sure I'm showing the right one.
Good job by CJ. It is up on our video as well.
All right.
Watching.
Okay. And I will describe it to our radio audience. It is a red flag with a white plus sign.
Mm-hmm.
Name the country.
Let's see. I would say you say European.
That is a hint. I did say European.
Okay.
No, European. European.
Yeah, European. All right. So.
That's what she said.
All right. I know it's wrong, but I'll say Israel. So go ahead and
Israel.
No, he said Israel.
Wait, what country do you think this is?
Israel. Go ahead and say no.
Jesus, Israel has a blue and white flag. This is red and white. This
Well,
isn't close.
I just took that square.
All right, hold on.
Plus as a cross.
Chance for Chan Man to steal here. He thought it was Israel. Couldn't have been any further wrong than that.
Okay.
Can you name this country?
Oh my gosh. No, I don't know.
All right, I don't know is not correct, guys. Have you ever used?
Hold on. I want to ask Wes because Wes is a wrestling guy.
Yeah.
We had on this show on Pirate Radio Cesaro.
Okay.
Do you remember his nickname? The blank Superman, where he hailed from, and he had that on his gear.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you ever had a pocket knife?
Yeah. Switzerland.
Have you ever had a Swiss cake roll?
Yeah.
It is Switzerland.
Okay.
Wow. God, I can't believe you thought this was the Israeli flag.
I just going by the cross. So
they're Jewish. It's a star.
Okay.
God, Wes. All right, this is why this game is. Are you smarter than
That's
Wes?
exactly right.
As I said, it could be. Are you
And see,
dumber than
I haven't put my mouth down yet, so I'm good.
We have allocated 1 point for this game. So
Troy,
put your mouth
could
down?
you have him put his mouth down, please?
You haven't seen these two sides go.
He's still smiling. He's still smiling.
All right.
Yeah.
By the way, high scoring game. Troy D 1-0 so
Yes,
far.
it is. In case you're just tuning in.
Well, we've only asked 2 questions, right?
Well, that was a chance.
This will be question 4.
Yeah, this is question 4, so this will have been 4 points available. All right, Chandler. Here's a great chance for you.
No, it's my turn.
It's his turn.
No, it's good. God Almighty, Chandler. This is
That's
your
right,
question.
it is.
All right,
That
all
is
right.
right.
Yeah, this is Chandler's question.
This is right. This is going better than I thought.
Jesus. Can't even get the questions in the order, Wes.
Why
Are you
did
smarter than me?
Why did CJ and Glenn make the scoreboard with 2 digits?
I know.
What's the point of that?
Look at me.
No chance.
Yeah.
No chance.
All right, Chandler.
New Zealand.
Name this flag for our radio audience. It's a blue flag with yellow stripes in the middle and on the side.
European
It's a European. You said New Zealand.
Is that-
well, all right, let's go. Is it New Zealand? He said New Zealand. It is not. Wes, a chance for you to steal. Once again, a European country. Can you name it?
Okay, I'm going to go with. I know I'm going to be wrong. I'm going Poland.
Poland. It's not it. This is Sweden.
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 Okay.
God, this is a great one right here. These flags.
Yeah.
We could just do flag trivia.
We found out yesterday that was not the strong suit of Wes. So.
That's right.
All right, so after 4 questions and 2 rounds, the scoreboard remains Chandler 1.
Hey.
Wes, nothing.
You know what? And you know what else score it is? Ole Miss 1, Arkansas nothing. So I mean, it's
It only takes
Buccaneer
one to win,
music
Chandler. Chandler, that's it. If he doesn't do anything the rest of this game, you've won. Pressure is off.
I'm in the driver's seat.
Troy,
That's going off the
I want
road.
to point out this next category was Wes's requested specialty category.
This category is Disney.
Okay.
Disney is the category.
Okay.
We did honor each contestant with a requested category.
Okay.
So this is Wes Hines' requested category. If you're just tuning in, once again, we are playing a throwback game of Are You Smarter Than Wes? Our contestants are Wes Hines and Chandler Honeycutt.
Okay.
Wes is a veteran here at Pirate Radio. Chandler, a relatively newcomer, but a rising star here at Pirate Radio.
August will be 6 years for me.
Feels like just yesterday you were our intern.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
All right, here we go. Disney. Wes, you love
Yeah.
Disney, huh?
Yes.
What do you love about Disney?
I love all the theme parks and everything they got.
All theme parks.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite theme park?
Magic Kingdom.
All right. That was not one of the questions. I was
I
just
know.
curious. All right. All right, here we go. What attraction is not at Disney World, Wes? So this is a multiple choice question.
Mm-hmm.
One of these attractions is not at Disney World.
Okay.
Is it A, Avatar, Flight of Passage, B, Harry Potter, and the Escape from Grignotz, C, Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, D, Star Wars, Rise of the Resistance?
B, Harry Potter.
Wes asks for Disney and delivers.
With confidence.
Absolutely correct, without any hesitation. It is now tied 1-1. We have a ball game, folks.
And this is big here because if Chandler doesn't get this and Wes steals, we could have a whole new ball game.
This could be, boy, the pressure that this is what you call momentum shift in sports right here. Boy, you just felt the momentum shift in the room and the pressure build on young Chandler Honeycutt, a newbie here at Pirate Radio.
First day on the job.
First day.
Oh, here we go.
This is how y'all treat me on the first day.
This is still the Disney category. Wes's strong suit, but you get the question
I've
now.
never been to Disney. Just
Never. So I can't even ask you what your favorite park is. You've never been to Disney.
No, never.
God, your parents really neglected you. Never took you to
And both my parents went as children.
I've been 3 times by my parents and 1 time by myself.
Even this guy is.
You went by yourself to Disney?
Yes.
This guy doesn't
like solely yourself.
This guy like vacations at south of the border, and he's been to Disney 4 times. Chandler,
That's right.
By yourself?
By myself.
How old were you?
I was 19.
That is odd.
Yeah.
Go to the movie. I don't go to a movie by myself. No, I don't go to a Disney movie by myself.
You might be the only person to ever live to go to Disney World by yourself.
That's interesting.
Under the age of 20 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. I flew.
Wow. Man.
And boy, are his arms tired.
And I learned something new about you every time you're on the air, Wes. This is unbelievable.
All right,
let's get back on track.
1-1.
God loves Disney. Chandler, 1991. Remember that year?
I know you do.
Oh, what a great year. That was the year ECU went 11-1 and won the Peach Bowl.
That is 7 years before I was born.
Wow, that makes me feel old. Anyway.
Born in 98.
1991. This animated film was first animated film to be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. Can you name it? And I'll give you a hint. This is a multiple choice question. Was it A, Beauty and the Beast? B, Finding Nemo? C, Little Mermaid? Or D, Toy Story?
Can you say the answers again? Oh, I'm gonna go Beauty and the Beast.
All right, are you sure about that? I'm just kidding. His answer was Beauty and the Beast is correct.
You got it. I knew you did.
Nice.
Well done, Chan.
All right, that was close.
That was big.
When you
I know Toy Story was 95, and then like Little Mermaid was.
Now that would have been a much tougher question if it wasn't multiple choice.
That's right.
Yeah.
But this is Are You Smarter Than Wes?
Right. All right, so after 3 rounds here, we're at the halfway point. Score, Chandler Honeycutt 2, but Wes nipping at his heels with 1 point. So it's still anybody's game.
He's flying at my heels.
All right, the next topic is ECU football. Should we take a quick break? Or do we need to get a break in and we'll finish? We're kind of at the halfway point.
Let's do it.
We've got ECU football coming up. Is this your requested topic?
Yes.
All right, so we got Chandler's requested topic coming up next. We've got 3 more questions to go. This is anybody's game. This is a live edition. We haven't done this in 10 years of Are You Smarter Than Wes? Will Chandler Honeycutt be smarter than Wes? Or will he be known for the rest of his life as dumber than Wes? Stay tuned. We've got the exciting finish coming up right after this.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
For 2 years in a row, we've been voted #1 in Greenville, so we're super thankful. For 2022, we've decided to make it the year of the customer. We're taking more COVID health safety protocols with some personal test drives where, you don't have the salesperson riding along with the customer. It actually makes them a little bit more comfortable and they can take a drive and kind of go where they want to go and drive it how they want to drive it.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
The Wood Ducks are at Granger Stadium this upcoming week versus the Carolina Mudcats, June 21st through June 26th. Come out to Thirsty Thursdays and enjoy $1 natural lights. There will be post-game fireworks on Friday sponsored by WNCT Channel 9. Come out on Sunday for Dogs and Dogs Day with $1 hot dogs and bring your furry friend for $1. Go online to get your tickets in advance at woodducksbaseball.com or at the box office the day of the game. Hope to see you at Granger Stadium cheering on the Wood Ducks all week long. Go Woodies!
For dine-in or to-go, Familia is your favorite place for great Italian food and more. Familia has just launched a new menu featuring new pizzas like the Sweet and Spicy and the Southwest Chicken. Every Sunday, you can feed the whole family with a buy one, get the second pizza half-price special all day. If you need to unwind after work during the week, stop by Wednesday for half-price wine, and Thursdays, all drafts are only $2. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College.
Pirate fans, the 2022 football season is going to be one for the record books. East Carolina is coming off a 7-win bowl season, and 2022 is shaping up to be even better. The Pirates need you to pack Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium this fall with a great home slate that includes in-state rival North Carolina State. The American Conference schedule features home games against UCF, Memphis, Houston, and Navy. Season tickets are on sale for as low as $125. Get your tickets today by visiting ECUPirates.com.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome inside the booth. Is it just me, or are we seeing more Major League Baseball players on the injured list this year? We'll have some thoughts right after this.
It's back. The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party presented by Bud Light is back on Thursday, September 1st. Before the Pirates host the Pack Labor Day weekend, Pirate Radio will once again be throwing the best party of the year to kick off the football season. And to help us celebrate the start of Pirate Radio's 20th football season, we're excited to announce that this year's entertainment will be the Breakfast Club out of Atlanta, Georgia. Enjoy your summer, and we'll see you Thursday, September 1st. We are Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Players are dropping like flies this year, and you have to wonder why. There are a dozen theories, especially with pitchers who, by the time they're in their mid-20s, they've already put tremendous stress on shoulders, elbows, biceps, and wrists for 10 years. And then with position players, many of whom are described as thoroughbreds, they break down. I go back to the old guys who smoked cigarettes, drank beer, didn't work out, and just played every day. They were expected to play every day. The game has certainly changed. Players just don't stay as long either for a career, or as we are seeing this year, for a complete season. Come on back again next time, and we'll visit inside the booth.
Hi, this is Parker Bunch. When I'm not hitting dingers or going viral, I'm listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, or get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available by calling 752-1406 or visiting beautybarmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Troy D.
Thank you, CJ. You know, we should get Wes over to the Beauty Bar Medi Spa.
Oh, God.
For a little makeover.
No.
A little Botox here and there.
Dude.
A little nip tuck.
Today's winner will receive a full day at the beauty bar.
No, thank you.
What would you, if you could have something fixed, what would it be, Wes? Like, you know, that.
Everything.
They said something about brown spots. I noticed you have one of those on your pants.
Hey, where's the rim shot? Oh, my God.
All right. If you're just tuning in, I am Troy D., host of this amazing episode of Are You Smarter Than Wes? Our contestants today, of course, could it be Are You Smarter Than Wes? Without
Yes,
Wes
it
Hines
is.
to my right, Chandler Honeycutt to my left, producing CJ and Clip. Great job, Clip, with the questions so far. We
got a defensive struggle going.
If you're just tuning in, we got the second half of the competition coming up. What you have missed so far, Wes thought the Switzerland flag was an Israeli country.
Israel.
Yeah. And what's it?
Chan Man thought New Zealand was in Europe.
Yeah, the old New Zealand and Europe trick. All right, and We also learned that Wes has been to Disney 4 freaking times.
Once alone.
Once solo.
by himself at the age of 19.
And Chandler has never been, still looking for a Disney affiliate.
But I did get a Disney question right, folks.
Yeah. All right, so the score is Chandler 2, Wes 1. We have 3 more rounds to go.
Okay.
All right, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. No looking this way. I don't want you to see my notes.
ECU football now, right?
It is ECU football. Are we back to clip Wes getting the first question again?
Wes gets the first one.
Yeah, okay. All right, so here we go, Wes. ECU football has 26 losses all time against this former conference mate. Name them. Here, it's multiple choice. I won't make it hard.
Okay.
That's the most losses ECU has had against any school. Can you name the school? Here's the schools to choose from.
Okay.
A, South Carolina. B, Southern Miss. C, UCF. D, West Virginia.
Okay. Can you please repeat the question?
I cannot.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I will. All right, ECU football has 26 losses all time against this former conference team mate.
Okay.
That's the most losses ECU has against any school. So it's 26 losses all time against the school. Which school is it? Is it A, South Carolina, B, Southern Miss, C, UCF, or D, West Virginia?
I would go with South Carolina.
South Carolina, and it is not correct. Chandler, a chance to steal here. A big opportunity with a topic that you wanted. So it's down to 3. Who is it?
Southern Miss.
Southern Miss? Yep. Southern Miss is correct.
Okay. It's all right.
Wes, big fumble there.
It's all right, but
they're in the SEC. How often do you think we play SEC schools?
Okay, all right, but here's the thing. The way you started off that question, here's what I thought you said, that we play them this year.
I never said that. Well, the question was, ECU has 26 losses all time against this former conference mate.
Yeah.
That's the most losses ECU has against any school.
Right.
Name the school.
That's right. South Carolina.
South Carolina was never in a conference where
That's right. That's right. Okay.
And we don't play South Carolina this year.
Okay.
How does your brain work? I just love to see it, figure it out. You should donate to science.
Well, like I told you the other day, or told somebody in here the other day, that I've had everything else MRI'd. I guess.
Well, it might be time to take that.
I mean, they've already MRI'd it twice.
Did they find anything? It was empty.
It was a brain that saw white matter in places, but
all right,
it was fine.
Wes has put this game under protest because his brain interpreted your question
he heard
a different way.
Who's on the schedule this year that ECU's lost to?
What are you listening to?
Yeah. I wasn't even close.
Okay, all right.
I was waiting to hear it and go, well, you know what? Maybe we need to go to the judges.
Right,
I thought, did I misread something?
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, but hearing what you thought you heard was nothing like it. This is like what happens when guys argue with their wife. This is you heard what?
Wes hears what he wants to hear.
Yeah.
I'm acting like remember the lady on Mama's Family that when she went to Jeopardy and she started getting.
What are you saying?
All right, let's just move on to the next question.
You don't remember when giving Alex Trebek all kinds of
Mama's Family went on Jeopardy? I didn't know that.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Oh my.
Chandler's up.
Yeah, Chandler. It's an ECU question for you, Chan.
Okay.
ECU football has 16 wins all time against this current AAC team. That's the most wins ECU has against any school.
Okay.
Can you name the school? A, Memphis, B, Tulane, C, Tulsa, or D, UAB?
Repeat the question again and the answers.
ECU football.
And the rules of the game.
Should be a point deduction for this.
I like that he didn't ask, too. He demanded it.
He's getting nervous here. This is a tough question right here.
This is huge. He could take a stranglehold on this game.
Yeah. Yes. Or it could slip away right here.
Mm-hmm. Big question.
ECU football, no pressure though.
Okay.
ECU football has 16 wins all time against this current AAC team.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most wins ECU has against any school.
Okay.
Name the school. A, Memphis.
Okay.
B, Tulane.
Okay.
C, Tulsa. D, UAB.
I'm going to go. I don't think this is right. Tulane.
He says Tulane. That is not right. You are correct. It was incorrect.
Okay.
Wes,
To you, by the way, 12 wins against Tulane.
golden opportunity for you to steal. Let me repeat the question.
Okay.
And tell you the answers that are left here because he took Tulane. ECU football has 16 wins against this current AAC team.
Yes.
That's the league ECU plays in now.
That's right.
I'm saying AAC, not ACC. Just to clarify.
Yes.
Okay. It's the most wins ECU has against any school.
Mm-hmm.
It's down to A, Memphis, C, Tulsa, or D, UAB.
Or you can say Tulane again if you'd like.
Tulane has been picked by Chandler, and it was wrong. If you want to choose it again, it is available.
Okay.
I guess we'll go Tulane.
Trust me, he has done dumber than that. He's picked a team that wasn't even playing in the March Madness bracket. So.
No way Troy says it's wrong twice in a row. Say it again.
Okay, now I know that UAB has come back and they're a part of the Conference USA, so they're not apart. So I would have to go with UCF. That's what you said. What was it?
Unbelievable.
What was it?
I said Memphis, Tulsa, or UAB.
They were not an option.
UCF wasn't even one of the. It was a multiple choice. I can't do this. It wasn't even one of the options. What the hell's wrong with you?
Don't make me do this anymore.
You know what? I'm going off the board. Give me a UCF.
UCF! Yeah, way to throw a Hail Mary in a baseball game. I mean, what the hell is that?
Survey set.
Yeah, that's good.
Are you kidding me?
That's good.
This is unbelievable.
And this is why we play this game.
This is, this is not an act, by the way. This is for real, right?
That's right.
You did not do this on purpose.
No.
You are the dumbest, smartest person I know. Because, like, on certain things, you're a genius, and other things, you're an absolute idiot.
I know.
God. That's unbelievable. We never even said UCF.
If I had a choice to say it all over again, which I
Plus,
don't.
we get our ass kicked half the time by UCF. Why would you even pick that?
Right.
What would you have said, Wes?
Tulsa. Dang.
Memphis.
Dang.
Should let him go 3 strikes on that one. All right, here we go. This is going to be fun. This is round 5.
Now we get to the tough question.
We call
all
it.
that stuff's been easy.
Score right now: Chandler 3, West 1. Still anybody's ball game. We call this spelling bee.
Oh boy.
Start with West, correct, Clip? Again.
Yes. Yep.
All right, here we go. West is pretty easy. All you got to do is spell this word. Okay.
Okay.
Can you please spell the word restaurant?
RESTAURANT.
Wow.
Bam! Bam!
Wow.
Bam! What a way to right the ship
What an
after the
answer.
ship was sinking.
No hesitation.
Boy,
Great bounce back.
yeah. It was taking on water. It was listing. Now he's riding high.
Now spell hippopotamus.
Wes, is that one of your strengths, spelling? Because you nailed that.
Well, I mean, I watch enough.
He goes to enough restaurants.
I watch enough restaurant reviews about Disney.
All right, way to go. A lot of places to eat in Disney.
That's right.
All right. So now
I'm nervous.
Now we got a question for Chan Man to spell, but be paying attention, Wes.
Yes.
Because if or when he gets it wrong, you can steal and tie this game 3-all going into the final round.
Okay.
That's what's at stake. Everything is at stake here. Chandler, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Chandler, please spell the word maintenance.
I'm gonna go MAINT. No. T.
Oh, yeah, and he's got to spell.
I know, but once it's wrong, it's wrong.
M-A-I-N-T.
No, he's got to give his final answer.
E-A-N-C-E.
Well, no, he said A, so I went ahead and killed it.
That wasn't my final answer.
All right. Troy's rules.
No, what?
You just finished it right then.
Yeah, so go ahead and repeat what I just said.
You went M-A-T-I-T-A, and it was wrong right then.
Then he come back and while you were talking to Cliff.
Then why was I allowed to finish the?
No, it should have been wrong right then. Once you get it wrong, you get it wrong.
Right. Well, he did.
You can't spell it twice.
Well, he did finish what he was trying to say the first time.
Do you remember
And it
what
was correct.
Do you remember?
I'm not going to say it because you're going to get me in trouble by.
With who? The law?
No, because
boys, he's right here.
Because if I repeat it, I will get in trouble, and I will be you will still be 3-1 because
no, it's fine.
First of all, it's 3-2.
Oh,
Secondly,
3-2. Yeah.
all right, Wes, it's your turn to spell it then.
M-A-N-T-A-N-E-N-C-E.
Nope, got it wrong.
Okay.
Did I spell it correctly the second time?
I don't think so.
No.
Because you put an E in late.
Yeah, you started M-A-N-T-A, and that was where you went wrong. It should have been an E right there.
But then he corrected that.
Yeah, but
then he put another E in there,
Yeah.
and it's A.
So you both got it wrong.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
M-A-I-N-T-E-N-A-N-C-E.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Whoever did it.
Spell okay.
Okay.
O-K-A-E.
Did you say O-K-E?
O-K-A-E.
All right, guys,
It
let's
doesn't
calm
matter.
down. He's about to have a heart attack.
No, you're turning very red. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
He's
fine.
literally about to pass out.
All right, going into the final round here. This is a big one.
Thank God.
Chandler only has a 1-point lead, so it's still anybody's game.
Okay.
This could be a come from behind win for West right here, or at least tie. And if we do, wow.
We got to go to break. I don't have a
I
tiebreaker.
know we're gonna come up with a tiebreaker during break if needed. So we're gonna go to a if needed round 7. Clip and I and CJ will huddle in the break and come up with a special tiebreaker. But let's see if we get there first. All right, there's 19 cereals that are the all-time.
All right, read the question, Troy.
All right. We're going to name the top 19 best-selling cereals. Now, here's what we're going to do. We have all 19 cereals. We're going to start West. You just say one cereal.
Now, this is according to a study in 2018, so it's for the year.
Yeah.
It's not all time.
Okay, sorry. For the year 2018. Top 19 selling cereals for that year. You're going to say a cereal. If it's correct, we'll cross it off the board.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Chandler, you'll get to name one. And we'll keep going back and forth until someone gets one wrong.
This is what we call Stump the Schwab.
But once someone gets one wrong, you get a mark. But you have to get 3 marks to lose.
3 strikes, you're out.
The first person with 3 strikes loses this round.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
Any questions?
Yep, we're ready to roll.
All right. There's no spelling in this one. We should be safe. All right. Judges, are we good?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Wes, name one of the top 19 best-selling cereals from 2018.
And I don't have to get it in order, correct?
No, there's no order. No, it just got to be on the board.
Okay. Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies. Let me see. Rice Krispies. Yes, you are correct. All right, Chandler.
I'm going to go Cheerios.
Cheerios. Yes, you are correct.
Frosted Flakes.
Back to Wes, and he is going Frosted Flakes. That is correct. Chandler,
I'm going to go Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops is yes on the board.
These guys know their cereal.
Now we're back to Wes.
Okay.
Oh, it's getting thin now.
Okay.
We've only named 4.
Nobody has missed yet.
Okay. Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms. Show me Lucky Charms.
Okay.
Yes! Lucky Charms is on the board.
Find it.
It's all right. It's there.
By the way, and so should we specify, Troy, that, well, if you say an answer and you need to be more specific, we'll tell you.
Yes.
Just put it that way. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Chandler.
Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks. Let's see if we have Apple Jacks. Yes! Wow, these guys are on a roll.
Now I'm going to go. I want to take something that Chandler said earlier, and I'm going to make it a little better. Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
This is a heavyweight fight now, boys.
Chandler, your turn.
Oh my God. So that's the different thing. Crap. Give me Wheaties.
Wheaties, not correct. That is the first mark against Chandler.
Be thinking though. You can
All
get
right.
back in this. Not over.
Wes, back to you.
Okay, let's see. What is that called? Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles. Show me Fruity Pebbles. Yes. Fruity Pebbles it is. Back to Chandler.
Goodness. Oh my goodness.
If you're just tuning in, we're trying to name the top 19 best-selling cereals according to a 2018 study.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
10 seconds.
Yep. 5 seconds.
-4 seconds.
I don't know.
Is that a pass?
Yeah.
Wow, that's 2 against Chandler. Wes is on a roll. He has no marks against him. Can you name one, Wes?
Corn Pops.
Corn Pops. No, did not see Corn Pops
Good
on
cereal,
here.
but no.
So that's Wes's first one. Chandler, your back's against the wall here. You must name one or you'll lose this round.
Chandler, not a cereal guy.
Nope. Don't know my cereals. I damn sure knew the first 3 or 4.
All right. Can you do one?
Ooh. Cocoa Crisp!
That's it. Wow.
Wes
That
gets
is
the point.
Wes
Now we gotta
gets
go to
the
overtime.
point. It is now tied 3-all
Yeah.
in 6 rounds. We got to take a break. We're going to have a tiebreaker. We're going to have a one winner and one loser. Will Chandler be smarter than Wes?
As we go to break, Troy, let me read these answers.
Oh,
We
yeah,
can
yeah.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Honey Bunches of Oats, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Mini Wheats, Life, Raisin Bran, Special K.
My favorite.
Special K Red Berries.
That's a tough one.
Reese's Puffs, Raisin Bran Crunch, Captain Crunch Crunch Berries, and Corn Flakes.
Yeah. Lots of good ones that were still on the board. So it is tied at 3. We'll figure out a tiebreaker when we come back. We're going into OT, folks. Don't go anywhere.
We do need to do a giveaway too, Troy. You want to do it right now?
Yeah, let's do it right now.
317-1250. First caller, $15 gift card to Wings Over Greenville. 317-1250.
We'll be back right after this.
America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times at the pool, river, beach, or backyard grilling, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there is fun. Because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this summer, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medispa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available. Visit us at beautybarmedispa.com. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Go Pirates!
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This isn't your regular cola, so this isn't your regular cola ad. No beach parties or family barbecues here, just Nitro Pepsi, the first cola ever infused with nitrogen. So forget everything you thought you knew about soda, because that nitrogen gives us a whole new experience. Think an infusion of smaller bubbles for a cola that's got a lighter, smoother texture. And don't get me started on the pour. You don't pour this like any other cola. We're talking turn the can completely upside down and watch as those bubbles cascade into the glass to create a frothy, luxurious foam topping. Can your cola do that? I didn't think so. Unless you've got your own Nitro Pepsi, in which case cheers to your great taste. Because you already know that the only thing better than the pour is the unapologetic cola taste. What else is there to say? From the creamy foam to the smooth texture to its unbelievably delicious flavor, this is cola like you've never had it before. Time to bring your taste buds to the next frontier. New Nitro Pepsi. Smooth, creamy, delicious.
It's bow time. Our biscuit makers know a thing or two about scratch-made buttermilk biscuits.
Actually, it's 49.
That's right, 49 savory steps. So yeah, we know biscuits like the back of our hand. Because, well, these buttermilk biscuits are...
made by hand.
Yep, that Southern know-how is our bread and butter. And if you're still wondering what makes a Bojangles biscuit so good, well, just ask your mouth. Yep, that's what we thought. Come celebrate Bo's Buttermilk Biscuit Month with a scratch-made Cajun Filet biscuit. It's bow time.
Welcome to U.S. Cellular. Yeah, hi. I want a new phone for free, but not just any phone. I want the newest, fastest, most storage holding 5G unlimited data using phone in here for free. Sure, your choice. Really? Yep.
At U.S. Cellular, we put you first. So choose any phone from any brand free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Pirate Radio! Pirate Radio! Pirate Radio!
Radio.
Listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Back to the show. Welcome back to the show. Did you miss the show on Pirate Radio? Listen to all of Pirate Radio's archived local programming by subscribing to us on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or Spotify. Subscribe today by going to the podcast app on your iPhone or Apple device and search for Pirate Radio Audio Archives. And Clip, I hear we have a winner for our giveaway.
Congratulations, Preston Morgan. He won a $15 gift card to Wings Over Greenville. Wings Over Greenville has you covered if you're looking for wings delivered to your home. No third party needed. Greenville has its own in-house delivery service. Try the all-new tender sandwiches by ordering ahead on the Wings Over mobile app. Open till 3 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Wings Over has everything to cure those late-night munchies. Give them a call, 758-9464, Wings Over Greenville. They deliver. Troy D., it is time for overtime.
Clip, this has been one of the greatest episodes of Are You Smarter Than Wes in the history of this program. And not only that, one of the greatest hours of radio we have ever done. This is, I mean, you could not write a better script.
Yeah.
That we are now in, we're flying without a net here. This has gone into overtime. Regardless of what happens, Wes has taken Chandler into OT. So for him to win, he has to do it with a bonus question. So we have got one bonus question for you guys. It's going to be a winner-take-all event now. Okay. So it's come down to this. One final question. Great moments are made by great answers. And you guys are great competitors.
Yes.
Is this your moment, Wes? Can you make history here? Chandler, can you save face? Will you come from behind now and be able to win?
Yes, sir.
Stay tuned. We'll find out right now.
Don't stay too long.
All right, here we go.
I have a prediction they're both going to miss this question.
All right, so here we go. Here's the first question. Now, I said...
There's multiple questions.
We've been going Wes, Chandler. I said it's like NFL sudden death football. We'll ask Wes first. If he gets it right, it's a walk-off. He wins. Now, Clip said we should let both you guys have a chance to answer.
Okay.
So I'm going to let Clip to say, okay, I'm going to be fair about it.
I have a heart.
So we're going to... But if he got it wrong, I was going to defer to you, and if you got it right, it's a walk. You win.
And I've already called Judy. I don't want this game to end. I want it to go to 5 overtimes.
So we're going to have you write the answer. So don't speak it, okay?
Okay.
All right, here's the question.
And we get the same question?
Yeah.
You get the same question.
Write the answer down.
You're going to write the answer down, and then I'll read it, okay? Don't say your answer. Do not speak your answer. If we have another question if we need it.
Okay.
All right, this is according to Box Office Mojo. Please tell me the movie that is the all-time highest grossing movie ever. So I'm looking for the title of a movie that has grossed the most money in the history of that movie. Does that make sense? Do you understand what grossing means?
Yeah.
It has made the most money of any movie ever made. Please write down the name of the movie.
I think I have my answer.
All right, we're going to go first with Wes. Wes, let me see your answer. Wes says...
Oh, boy.
Wes is,
shared with the class.
Wes is giving us a movie. Now, this is all time. I want to be clear. All time.
Right.
Not,
but it's already broke every record I ever heard.
West,
did you turn into a pirate?
This is worldwide for as many years as it's been out there.
Okay.
West says Top Gun Maverick. It's been out for like a month.
I'm not. Should I reveal if that's correct
no, well,
or not?
And let me see yours, Chandler. Chandler says Titanic. Gentlemen, you are both wrong. Okay?
My guess was Titanic.
Titanic is a good guess, Chandler.
Is the answer Forrest Gump?
Nope. The answer is actually Avatar. Take your sheets back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because here's the next tiebreaker. This is going to do it.
This is going to end it.
This is going to end it right here. I now need you to write down this. Avatar, as we have just learned, according to Box Office Mojo, is the all-time largest grossing film ever. It was released in 2009, if you can believe that. Can you please tell me, according to Box Office Mojo, how much money it is grossed and made in its lifetime? And we will give this to the person that gets the closest without going over. All right, so we're looking for a dollar figure here. A dollar figure, lifetime of this movie, largest grossing movie ever. Is there any questions?
No.
All right.
Chandler's ready. Wes is ready.
All right. Wes has said $64 billion. Chandler says $50 million. I mean, that's like a weekend. Jeez, Chandler.
I don't know.
Terrible money. The answer is $2.8 billion. Wes, you were way over. Chandler is under. So I believe we're going to give it to Chandler, correct?
That's right.
By the worst possible answer, he somehow wins. Are you smarter than Wes? The answer is barely. Barely.
Wait, Wes was $62 billion.
$64 billion.
Yeah.
And the answer was
Chandler was like $1.5 billion.
It was $2.8 billion. Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, so I guess we could actually run the numbers and see who was off, but
Yeah.
we said you can't go over.
I know.
No, you
Yeah.
could go over. He just went too far over.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Either way.
yeah, you'll lose either way.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm not worried about it.
You're right.
Chandler,
I'll get up tomorrow morning and put my pants on like I did this morning, so I'm fine.
How'd you do that?
thank God you're wearing pants.
Tell us your strategy.
Please include underwear.
Left sock first or right sock first?
Oh, what a game.
Congratulations, Chandler. You are
Barely.
Wow, what a game. 4-3. Took overtime to do it. And not only that, double OT, if you will.
Yeah.
I tell you
Well,
what.
I am spent.
Longest hit game in the history.
And it was a
Look.
full hour.
Yeah.
We meant to go like 20 minutes with this.
No, look. You guys advertised that this was going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
You over-delivered. You over-promised. And me and Wes, while y'all were meeting, we said, we got to give them a show. We got to give them a show.
Rarely do things live up to the hype. This lived up to the hype.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was fun.
Thank you guys for being idiots.
Wes, come in here so you can play the outro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking, are you smarter than Clip? We need your help here.
Yep.
Where's the outro?
All right, this CJ, thank you for your assistance.
It's
Wes,
6:02.
This is your last day with us, right? Are you gone tomorrow?
I got it. Yeah, Wes is gone tomorrow.
All right, come here, Wes. We got to say goodbye to you. So, thank you for filling in for Shirley. It's brought back a lot of great memories. You've done a great job. We need to play this one more time this summer, Clip, before football.
Definitely. That was fun.
Can we do it with Troy? Can Troy be the contestant?
He's willing to go for it.
It's got to be on the playback the week of July 4th.
Troy, are you willing to take on?
Well, let
Wes?
me ask you a question.
Yes.
Did Bob Barker ever play The Price is Right? Did Alex Trebek ever play? Did Alex Trebek ever play Jeopardy? Someone's got to be the host. But since you asked, I just might.
Oh.
I will consider it.
I just might / consider is.
I am going to consider it. Stay tuned. Let me think about it over the July 4th holiday.
Okay.
And we very well may come back in late July with Are You Smarter Than Wes? Troy D versus Wes Hines.
Wow.
All right.
I'm considering that.
All flags of the world questions.
Oh, boy.
Guys, great show. Thank you for being here. We got a big show planned Friday coming up
See you
on PRL.
Friday at 3. Yeah, our buddy Vol Bill, 252 Buzz Troy, is going to make his debut on the show.
Oh, wow.
Because he's everywhere. Really nice guy. We're going to get him on.
Mr. Bandana is what I like to call him.
We'll talk to him. Got a lot of great guests. Tony Dunn talking NFL. Morgan Ehlers, Mark Greenhelge. And we'll be here Friday at 3.
So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of The Voice.